What up, bro?
Sorry, I'm fucking
I'm
with my
bored.
life. Hey, man.
Sorry, it just totally.
I
pissed
know
me
you
off as we were
texted me and
talking.
I got up. No, I was I was on another guy's show. Somebody we don't normally hang out with talking about woo-woo stuff earlier, and he pinged me right as I got up, and I was like, "Yeah, man, let's just talk."
Yeah, how about them aliens?
We never talk anymore.
Yeah, I know. How about them aliens?
Dude,
I hope
it's
they
always
come and help us.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of probing going on in Hollywood. Just doesn't involve aliens. It just seems to involve executives. You know.
Hopefully, my internet catches up because I think we have a little bit of a lag issue. So I apologize to you, sir, and the audience that is watching us for some reason if I talk over you, because I've noticed it a few times. I think my internet is lagging behind yours, but we'll catch up.
Yeah, you went live when I was answering your question. I'm like,
I know
Steve's more of an asshole than usual, and I'm like, all right.
I mean,
Okay.
what's up, Nos? What's up, Nos? Fuck you.
Bro,
why aren't you playing Elden Ring, bro? Andrew,
one brother.
0. I'm not sure what that means. I'm a 0. Thanks, bro. Hey, man. Everybody knows what this means, okay? Everybody knows what this means. Well, I don't know if everybody does.
Show the kids at home the horrifying thing.
All right, Salty knows what this means.
I do.
I don't know if Nos and Roman know what this means. Frank, you might know what this means. And I think Andrew was here when it happened. So Andrew knows what this means, but this means I'm going to die. But you know, we'll see what happens. I may not die of Mayo overdose.
He will.
But
Steve will die.
Yeah, probably.
I die. I could not eat cold congealed Mayo, Steve. I could not do what you're about to do.
Hey man, he paid for it. There's no way. I have to. I am a man of my word, and I said I would do it.
It's true.
So, are lizard people aliens? Salty, you're gonna have to field this one.
So,
just say yes.
Maybe. No, I'm gonna go with maybe because the more time that goes on, and this is part of what I was talking about on someone else's channel was
you can say who it was.
Used to be this weird well, no, YouTube won't like what I'm about to say, so I gotta be careful. So, back when I was a kid in the 70s. I know, like, dude. We have nothing but lag. We have nothing but fucking lag. I know. It's
I just love how you're like, YouTube's not gonna like this, so fuck it. I'm on Steve's channel. Let's rock it.
No. I'm trying to be diplomatic. No, so when I was a kid, you only got 3 things put in your arm to go to school. MMR, mumps, measles, rubella. That's it. And now kids have to get like dozens, 50 things put in them to go to school. And we were talking about the prevalence of learning disabilities and autoimmune disorders and stuff like that. So, I very frequently find myself as a 54-year-old going, I don't understand how someone who's 20 could do this to themselves. Like, because I'm a pretty hip dude, and I'm seeing things that fundamentally don't strike me as being human. And so when I say a thing like, are the aliens lizard people? Well, I think we've all seen that since COVID, they want to make human beings into something that they're not. And so that's why I'm saying maybe. The question is why?
Hold on.
Why?
You heard it here first. Salty said they're trying to turn us into lizard people. That's what I heard.
You have a lot of really, Christ, look at Disney Plus. Someone explain to me the modern audience. Who else but a lizard person would be subscribed and watch The Acolyte and leave a positive review, or The Witcher, or any Marvel movie,
Just listen. Hear me out here, okay? So,
all right.
Skynet is active right now. So China has Skynet active, right?
Oh, 1,000%.
It is. No, they even named it Skynet.
Oh yeah.
So they want to put Skynet on the moon.
Yeah.
So I am hoping that once China puts Skynet on the moon, the aliens will come and save us, or our AI overlords will just take over, and then I'll just tell them to leave me alone, and I won't hurt them, and they can just take over the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Because the world is on fire, man. But
no, the world is on fire. No, my brother lives in Eastern Europe.
I can't get a fucking raise, but Oh
well, dude, no, I could not believe, and that's inside baseball from our text group. Just, yeah, I mean, Steve, that thing that you went through, I mean, you know, and I'm I'm empathizing. I've seen that shit in corporate America for the last it's 20 years, 20 plus years I've been doing like working in corporate America. And the amount of narcissistic, again, lizard person like decisions that are being made, not only with Star Wars, in Disney and Lucasfilm, these are the same decision-making processes that you saw if you saw the O'Keefe video with the Disney executives saying, yeah, we don't hire men that are Caucasian. And if you're not Caucasian and you happen to be African American, if you don't look African American enough, we're not going to hire you either. I mean, this is the bizarro fucking world that we live in. So, you know, I mean, are there lizard people? Someone tell me who they are, because they're not human fucking beings to me. I don't get it, man.
I don't know. I when you say lizard people, I think of the lizards that are living in the caves in Utah that I want to meet. Not these, not like what are the fucking green guys in God, I can't think of the goddamn Marvel guys.
Sleestack.
No.
Anybody?
The Marvel fucking Skrulls.
Oh, Skrulls. Yeah.
You're thinking like you're thinking. I'm just thinking like little
Land of the Lost,
like little lizard bros living in the caves, like Yoda's. Just like it's like, yo, dude, can I come hang out with you? That shit's so much better. I did see a video lately that like just a few days. I don't know if it just happened, but I saw a video that some fucktards put orange paint all over Stonehenge. Was that recent? I don't know if that was recent.
Yeah. Or... Well, because today's happy solstice, everybody. It's the longest day of the year. Or no, that's tomorrow. Tomorrow's the longest day of the year. Anyway, happy solstice eve. It's interesting because the solstice is starting to shift to the 22nd. It has to do with the way the Earth rotates around the sun. It's not a perfect circle. It's actually an elliptical orbit. So it's kind of the 21st and the 22nd, but happy solstice, Steve. So Steve, what they did is they apparently put dye in cornstarch and then proceeded to sprinkle it onto Stonehenge. Now, if you're a liberal ass clown, they, them, fucktard, dear person, shithead, you're going to be like, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? Well, the big deal is these stones are so old and have seen so many years that they're covered in lichen or moss, okay? So when you sprinkle something like moss or like cornstarch, which has a pH which affects things, it's going to kill the natural covering, the lichen on Stonehenge. And I saw this, and Purple Valkyrie actually called me like on an internet call, and that woman said the F word more than I think you and I have ever on YouTube, just talking about these tards and what they did to Stonehenge, because
like,
she's
what's
British.
Your fucking, I'm so like, for what? Like, oh, oil. It's like, fuck off.
This is paid for by the same shitheads that are telling you there's too many people on the planet. Okay, just
like, come on. Like, it's like, can you cut the shit? Like, it's how long have people been fucking protesting oil since they fucking started drilling? It's not going to stop. So just find some, save the whales. Fucking like hump a goddamn dolphin. Like I don't know. Go
whales. Look what they did with Fukushima. They let all that goddamn radioactive water out. Nobody's protesting about that. I mean, like, but no. So what is this? All this bullshit like decarbonization and fucking like CO2 shit doing? Look at the price of gas. That's all it's doing is there to make you pay more money.
I had somebody I didn't read a bunch of it, but one of the comments I saw said that they're not. What's up, Stapleville? Hey, Sam 8000. I fucking love Matt too. Fuck Wheel of Time. By the way, we're here at midnight. Fucks away. All right. Fucks away, people. We can
not even 9 p.m. on the West Coast.
All right, well, we're midnight on the left side. Fucks away. You know, if you're not playing the Elden Ring DLC, why the fuck? Well, that's why you're here, because you can't play it like me, because I died. But Sam, good to see you. Roman, you're still as smelly as ever, but I love you, bro. One day we're gonna stream something, man. We got to do it. Your Barmy, good to see you, man. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Gadfly always here. Articus. Are you still on a treadmill, Articus? You always seem to be on a treadmill when I stream. So, this Smart Views is what's up. How you doing?
Teresa's ripping the guts out of House of the Dragon 2. She actually
Good.
asked to be on Nerdtorial's stream, by the way.
Yeah.
I think it would be a great addition. I'd like to have like a sensible female voice saying the F word.
More I watched it again, and it sucked even more. I am.
This is what I was afraid of.
Hold on. We can talk about that in a sec. But I want to ask you this one thing, Chris. Good to see you. And good to see you, Teresa. Thank you for hanging out. And good. Lay into fucking House. I released my video. Lay into House of the Dragon right now. They need to fix that shit. We'll talk about that in a minute here. But so the thing is that somebody told me, or I not told me. Fuck. God, I'm an idiot. I read was that somebody said that. It's not really protesters. It's the oil companies hiring these people to do that shit to make the public enraged to give the oil companies good press.
I don't know about that. I think this is the same bullshit that said all of our coasts were going to be underwater back in 2000.
Fucking high, Roman. Fuck off. I'm sorry, Salty. Why are you always on the opposite end of everything? It was shit.
If Roman couldn't spurg out, then the only thing he'd be good for is topless nudes.
What was okay? So we're gonna talk about it because Teresa's right and Roman's an idiot. So I say that with love, Roman. Okay, you're an idiot, but I love you. Okay, Teresa, you're smart and beautiful, and even though because you have the same opinion as me, and that's how the internet works. If you have the same opinion as me, you're beautiful, smart, and the best person ever. If you're Roman, you just smell and you're wrong all the time. So, that's where we're at. I would just like to know what. Let me guess. Season 2, episode 1 of House of the Dragon was good because the costumes, the ambiance, the CGI was good. There were dragons in it, and Damon is cool. Well, he wasn't really cool in this. He was actually a fucking idiot. So,
yeah, he was. Yeah, and it's fallen into that trough. And Steve, you and I have Rafe Judkins' radar. We do. You could call it gaydar. Let's be honest about it. We have great gaydar. What's going to be gay? And this show, honestly, is starting to fall into that trough of human action.
I just hope it turns it around. I want it to. I like season 1. I want season 2 to be good, but it's just like the amount of problems that popped up in that one episode. It's just like, I mean, it started off with freaking. I still can't remember her fucking name because I can't remember anybody's name. Was it Rhaenys? Yeah,
Rhaenyra.
Rhaenys, not Rhaenyra. Rhaenys, the older one.
Yeah.
Going, hey, I was patrolling the ocean. Great, David. We're gonna go kill Vhagar. That's an order. Oh, only if you were king, Damon, I would follow that order. He is the king, you stupid idiot. What the fuck are we talking about?
It is girl bossing. It is starting to check box.
If you don't want to follow his order, fine, but don't say a stupid ass line like "only if you were the king." He is the fucking king. What are we talking about? Like
dived. Go ahead.
He may have to give she is the queen ruler. So when she's there, she's in charge. Yes, but he is the king, the queen's consort. So when she's gone, he's in charge. So don't say some stupid shit like that. Just say, you know what? I'm tired, Damon. I don't feel like being an asshole, or I have to get some rest. Like what she said first was fine. My dragon's hungry. I'm tired. We need to rest. Don't say the shit about if you were a king, then I'd listen to you. It's like, what the fuck? Don't say. It's like, just don't say that shit.
It's concerning. It's concerning because this is what we've seen in Wheel of Time. We saw it in The Witcher. We saw it. I mean, everything. Okay. And it serves no purpose to the story. And I know Teresa's been disassembling it in a very cool, cogent, logical way, talking about what was in the books. And I actually did a deep dive onto what actually happened that they didn't do in this episode. And one of the things was with that whole cheese and rat or whatever the fuck it is, that was wholly made up, Steve. None of that is actually in George R.R. Martin's writing. It was just acting as an allegory for the blood and cheese, whatever it was, scene that should have been in there from the book. Damon did not do any of this. They never killed the little girl. I mean, like, all of this shit is made up. All of it.
The queen is neglecting her duties. And Prince Consort King, whatever you want to call him, he is in charge. Because who knows when she's coming back? She could be up at the wall looking for fucking her son. You don't know what she did. She just left for whatever reason. They say she'll be back in her own. Fine, that's great. While she's gone, I'm in charge. So why the fuck aren't you listening? Like, because we're snarky? She's not there. Yeah, he's in charge.
It was a girl boss on screen moment. Like, Gadfly Fiction said.
It's like it's like that. You start from there, and then like Damon becomes a complete fucking moron.
Gadfly Fiction says he should have at least had one of the generals making decisions. I said that like when we went on Brian's channel. It's the same thing Steve is saying. Miss Martin Musa says, I'm afraid they're going to change what happens later. Well, Teresa, I think they have to because they didn't do the thing that they should have done. You know, like early on.
I am so afraid.
Make any goddamn sense.
I'm so afraid the second episode is going to be just them going, Damon, you fucking moron, you acted on your own again, and you fucked it up.
It's going to be Damon's fault.
How dare you? And blah 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 blah. And that's what, like, it's like it's hard to get the whole last 15 minutes was a fucking mess.
Yeah,
it was a mess.
Your Barmy says we don't have actual dialogue for this series, and it's true. We're having scenes. We're having and then scenes. And I want to give credit where credit is due. Dane from the White Cloaks talked about that with Wheel of Time and other shows. It's the and then thing. Like, we need something to happen and then. And Steve, you went off about why are they at the wall? Like up in Winterfell. Why are they doing this? Like, Memberberry. It's not moving the goddamn story along. You know,
yeah, it was like they got me with the wall scene. I was happy to see the wall. Why they were there to discuss getting 2,000 Stark men, I'm not really quite sure. But whatever. I like the wall was cool. I like seeing the wall. That's exactly what they were going for, and they got me with that one. But like, you know, look, we talked. There was, you know, the visuals are awesome and all that stuff, but it's like. The diet, like the fact that just Damon makes the stupidest fucking decision he could make, based on somebody, based on the and I don't care. I look, I know she's in prison, and I know she's supposed to be what I forget what is now from the other one. He's supposed to be the spider from Game of Thrones with all the intelligence network and all the people that give her the white worm, but she betrayed him. So why the fuck would he put any stock in anything she has to say? Because she doesn't want to die. Well, yeah, he would have fucking let her out anyways, probably. Like, I wouldn't trust a fucking word she said. She already fucked you twice.
Jaden Hamilton has joined us. Andrew Lund has joined us. Check it, everybody. Thanks for jumping on with us, being lunatics. I see. The thing, Steve, is this has become more of an intellectual exercise for me because I have no heart to give them. And it's not because I'm like the Grinch. I actually have a very big heart. I'm just not giving it to anything in 2024. Not a fucking thing. Like, no shits to be given. You know what I watched yesterday? I watched The Searchers, John Wayne movie. Like, I watched that. I watched Sleeping Beauty, the original remastered on 4K. These are fantastic movies. They move you. They have human characters. They represent the human spirit. They're heteronormative. They don't preach to me and tell me that I'm a bad person because I like to bang chicks and I'm a man. It's how civilization was built. It's how the 20th century allowed us to then get into the 21st century. And it's like, I have just made a conscious decision to not give a fuck. And I don't say it ironically. Hollywood cannot die fast enough. And I don't need to hear any fucking moron who makes his living off YouTube saying, oh, we need to save Hollywood because there's some good stuff there. Where? Where the fuck is it? Because I don't fucking see it. And that's like saying that child graper, well, you know what? He actually, he's a really good guitarist, so we shouldn't put him in prison because he's really good at playing Freebird. No, he's still a child grapist, and I want him tossed into the wood chipper feet first. That's the place that I've reached. And again, those of you who watched the O'Keefe video today know exactly what I'm talking about with Disney. Every single thing that everybody's been saying for years is true. As a matter of fact, I think we probably have underestimated how depraved things are. I don't very often talk about what I do for a living. I will say this. Everything you're seeing with Walt Disney right now and in Hollywood started long before it started to appear on screen. Fortune 100 companies, these are the top biggest companies in the world, started replacing men in particular, and white men in particular, years before this started because they were trying to make bonus points. Now, why are all of these organizations failing? It is not just within Hollywood, it's within banking, it's with insurance, it's with marketing, it's with everything where this let's hire based on, oh, you're dark enough for us to hire you, which is literally what Disney was doing and Bob Iger said to do. Look where we are. That doesn't work. I don't know.
I mean, dude, it coats the screen in the Acolyte. I mean, like it's like where I still have a small bit of hope I still hope House of Dragon like comes back with a strong second episode. Maybe they surprise me and like, you know, they don't make Damon even looking like an even bigger idiot than he did in episode 1. But you know, there's still, you know, I still have, you know, because HBO at least knows how to do a fantasy show that looks good. The Acolyte, what they're doing is completely fucking just 100% obvious. When you walk in a room, and every Padawan is a girl. And the ones that are boys are all the different aliens that have to have the freaking have to, you know, have to have the
they gotta have the spit hood on them. They gotta have
it's like there's one regular looking boy, and then the rest are aliens, and then the girls are all, and then of course when we're talking to what do you see? I see angels. I see fucking ponies. I see fire and death and burning buildings, and Satan is like, can we get this girl out of here, please? I think she's gonna be a fucking problem.
It's like a little diverse Kylo Ren. That's all this is how could we recycle the dog shit of the prequels trilogy? And again, it's like, I love
to me. It's Star Wars. Saul should have immediately took his fucking lightsaber out and cut her head off. I see fire and burning and demons raising from the ashes of dead Jedi. It's like, what? Put her in prison now. Like,
I love Star Wars. I do. And we got 6 movies. We got 6 legitimate movies. And I think 4 of them are outstanding and 2 I can do without, but I accept them as canon. Whatever, how many times are we going to do this? Whatever Disney's been doing has nothing to do with George Lucas's creation. Now, has George Lucas was able to make what he did because he had really good people around him. Okay. His wife, I think, was it Ian Kirshner, kept them in line. When Lucas was let to run wild, he made shit like Willow, which is an over-bloated story, which I didn't like when it came out. I recently rewatched it, and I'm like, yeah, this is still not my thing. It's not my thing, and people can love it. It's just I thought it was boring as fuck.
Yeah, Willow wasn't really for me. I understand why some people might have enjoyed it, but Willow was not my deal. That's not to say I don't understand some people liking it, but it just wasn't. It wasn't my thing. But it wasn't because of what shit that's going on now that it wasn't my thing. It was just because it wasn't my type of show, right? Like that, like. And I guess does that mean I need to shave because I look like I'm Amish now?
I love it. I know. Mags is saying he's a Mennonite. He gets to use technology, so he's not Amish. He can be on the internet.
Not like I had any other. No, I'm kidding.
Michael Fraker says Lucas was never the secret sauce. No, when you look at his original concept stuff, he had it about 70% right. Okay, he did with his story, but it was Luke Starkiller. Some of the other stuff, but his wife Marcia really helped him kind of stay on focus, and the other people he wrote with. In Empire Strikes Back, I think it was Kirshner who delivered that. When Kirshner left, and then Lucas went back to kind of being on his own, we got the Ewoks, we got Return of the Jedi. I remember seeing Return of the Jedi, and I was kind of disappointed, and I saw it in the theater because after The Empire Strikes Back, you're like, oh God, it could only get better. But as we've learned, you know, even the best artists and even the best creatives, you know, they don't always stick the landing. Now, in retrospect, I think Return of the Jedi is a good Star Wars movie. It's not a great Star Wars movie.
It's fun, and that's all I need.
Yeah, yeah, and I love it, and I'm grateful that it came out, and we're never going to get anything like it again.
Exactly. No, that's 100%, and I actually agree with you on that, Roman. So there are things we actually can agree on. Who is this? I hate. I don't even know who is this. Eleanor Denon. Who's Eleanor Denon?
Is that a trans thing?
I don't know, but apparently I hate her. I think I need to download it here. Hold on, let me look up who this.
Max, I don't like the murder bears. Oh, you mean the Ewoks? No, I aged out of the Ewoks, but I had a younger brother who's 12 years younger than I was, and he was the right toy buying demographic for that, and he liked the Ewoks. Yeah, the Ewoks, I thought it just fundamentally changed the tenor, because it again, when you change the tone of Star Wars, it fucks with Star Wars. Star Wars, aka A New Hope, same vibe. Empire, same vibe, darker. And then Return of the Jedi is let's get cute and have Teddy fucking Ruxpin running around going nub nub, and it's like, no, fuck off with this. I don't need nub nub Teddy Ruxpin.
Dude, fuck
now we
it,
got
dude. Not be the name of Teddy Ruxpin, okay? Grub is the shit. I will fight you, all right?
All right, I'll kick your ass. I'll make you eat a whole fucking industrial size
second
mayonnaise.
A whole second Mayo bunny.
You know what those look like, Steve? Those look like nipple covers for Lizzo, because they're so big and saggy. Like, it just looks like it would cover all that drooping mass of obese disgustingness.
I'm not quite as large as Lizzo, but
Nathan has entered the chat. Look at this, a man of method.
Oh boy. The Acolyte is low-key comedy. That's all I know. I've gotten some good laughs out of it.
I watched your video. I watched your video.
The little flick at the flick in the it's like what?
Yeah, I kept waiting for them to describe how to find the G spot on a woman as to how the Force works. Like, man. You have to reach in the back and find the thing that feels like peas and carrots, and that gets the thread that lets you get diverse, sociopathic, diverse twin lesbians that come out and then wreck the canon.
The final scene is like, because the video is gonna. I have a video that's gonna go up tomorrow. It's basically just focusing on the last 5 minutes, but it's just like that last scene is so just laughable. It's just like, how did nobody watch this and be like literally fucking Smilo Ren? Like, I love that name has taken hold, by the way. Smilo Ren floats down from a tree, like literally, like floats down. She's like, woo, like a fucking ghost.
I'm so glad.
Like,
I don't watch this shit. I'm so glad.
Saul's like, what is that smell? I smell something. He turns around and sees the bitch floating down, and he does the 1,000-yard stare. He's like,
is that thing that looks like Darth Vader's mask went through a garbage disposal?
Yes,
like you're recycling?
Yes,
okay.
Yes. And you got people on fucking Twitter, whatever you want to call it, man, that mask looks so badass. It's like, are you fucking kidding? It looks like something that got fucking stomped on and picked up off in fucking a shit can. Like, but it's like, and then it's like, she floats in there, and like you have all these fucking supposed Jedi masters looking at going. He's like, and then she just floats up to the fucking stupid bitch, and she's like holding her hostage. And then finally he goes, it's just, they all light their lightsabers and they just stand there, and he goes, Osha, run. And then they just wait a sec. It's like the slowest reaction to anything I've ever seen. And then fucking she does the flick wrist. It flicks her 80 miles and kills her, but she won't be dead, of course. And then she does the atomic slam, Avatar The Last Airbender ground punch. And defeats 8 Jedi at once, because it's gonna be a she. I swear to God, those arms do not belong on that body. Like, I don't know if you've seen a close-up shot of it, Those aren't there. Those arms do
it.
not belong on that body. I fuck it. Like I don't know. Like I swear. Like when I think it was Nathan last night said there's somebody behind them reaching around to fake that there was man arms on it. It's fucking crazy how bad it is, and it's also crazy how it's brought like everybody together to celebrate how fucking bad it is.
You know, I don't know what I expected from Leslie Headland. I only did one video on this on her, and I did it last year, and I'm actually really proud of it because I covered the Acolyte in a way no one else did, because I let everything that I could find about Leslie Headland speak for herself, where she would talk shit about George Lucas, the things that she said about George Lucas, and not just the easily accessible ones. And then I juxtapose that with George Lucas talking about Star Wars and why he made Star Wars, what he was trying to do. And the thing that anybody who does an adaptation gets wrong is that they don't give a fuck about what made something popular. But with Lucas wanted to take things like lessons from Aesop's fables. He wanted to take the iconography of Greek tragedy. He wanted to have there's good and there's evil, and if you do this, you can have redemption and all this other, high concept stuff, which are present in cultures throughout the world. Doesn't matter. Every culture has the archetypes, and now you got Disney. And every goddamn character has to live in Los Angeles, have a melatonin content of a certain amount. Their skin has to be the darkest shade of Band-Aid that they make now. Whatever, I don't know what that is, like George Floyd chocolate or whatever the fucking color it is. And then, like, literally, it's kind of this reverse, like, South Africa, let's hate fucking somebody else for the same reasons. But it has nothing to do with telling a story. I mean, how do you get 3 episodes? And these episodes are less than 40 minutes long. They cost, each episode costs more than the entire movie of Godzilla -1. And how do you get to this place where you literally have united people who hate one another politically and for every other reason, and now we're singing Kumbaya, Kiss My Ass, Walt Disney? Like, how do you do that?
It's amazing, but did you see the argument before? They never had the Wookiee Jedi fight. They didn't have the funding. They didn't have the funding to film the Wookiee Jedi fight. $22 million per episode, and they could. How the fuck could they not afford?
This is like Wheel of Time, Steve. This is like Wheel of Time.
They just stole the money. They just took it. What do you mean? They were walking through a forest for the whole episode. For God's sake. They had the CGI one beetle, and then they turned on their lightsabers. What the fuck cost so much money in that episode?
Incompetent diversity hiring. Jesus. That means these episodes had to be recut and reshot and remixed, and that whatever was in there originally was so fucking bad it had to be pulled out and things reshot and put in instead. That's where the money went. Because they hired the most diverse people that they could who didn't know what the fuck they were doing. It's the same thing, and I'm still convinced of it. That happened in season 2 of Wheel of Time. Same fucking thing.
You do, like, yeah, they can't write. They're idiots, because it's like the whole like, the beginning of the first 25 minutes of that episode is just boring. They're walking through the forest. They're doing nothing. They're like, we're going to find the Wookiee first. No, I'm going to, hey, rat guy. I'm tracking him. Rat guy is there to track fucking people. And then and then the bad guy decides, oh, I'm good guy now. It's like, what? And then she's like, I am good guy now. I care for my sister. I'm going to go turn myself in. And then she runs into Rat Guy, who she knows is with the Jedi. There's not, like, she should assume. So she runs into the house instead of just going, hey, I want to turn myself in. So she runs into the house. So we get the scene where they think she murdered the fucking Wookiee. It's like
Michael Fraker says, to be fair, there is something dramatic about revealing a dead character that you expect to be alive. I don't have a context for this. I mean, if you enjoyed that as a trope or as a thing, that's cool. I'm not going to shame you for it.
Oh,
I
well,
just,
he he follows it up. I
yeah,
think I get what he's saying, but yeah, the Wookiee guy being there's all it's the same. They do it through this whole fucking thing. They hyped up the Wookiee Jedi guy because everybody's like Wookiee Jedi, cool, and then they don't have the stones to follow through with it or the fucking smarts. They just want to get him out of there, so the focus is back on the characters that are snooze fest. And then they do the same. They just they gaslight you, but they bait and switch. Like that is among all the other things. That's one of the reasons why I think the main villain is definitely one of the witches, because they put so much emphasis on calling that character the master, whatever.
it's gonna be her mother. It's gonna be her mother because they're gonna rip off Star Wars and fucking Anakin and Luke because they have no fucking original ideas.
They put so much emphasis on saying he, him. He won't be happy. You have to do this for him. Like they almost really go, he wants you to do this. He won't be happy. Like it's like they almost just emphasize the he. And it's like, I see what you're doing. I don't believe you. It's gonna be one of the two mothers. It's either gonna be the horny,
It'll be the white one,
mad one, because the black, or they're gonna make it even worse, and they're gonna revive the one that was dead, and it's gonna be her. And it's like,
I hope they do the worst thing. I hope they do the worst, most predictable, boring, obvious, dumb shit that they can, because they seem to have done it every episode. And again, I have no emotional anything for this. This is like driving by a dead raccoon by the side of the road. Okay. And not even fresh. Like I'm driving past the roadkill that is Walt Disney, anything. It does. We could be talking about a Marvel TV show. We could be talking about a Marvel movie. We could be talking about an animated Disney movie. Honestly, the things that you are saying, Steve, could apply to every goddamn thing that Walt Disney has done in the last 5 years. So it's like, oh, what a shocker. Disney sucks shit too, And it's like, I think the story is just how much it sucks. That's the truly baffling.
And Michael, what I'm saying is that Smilo Ren is one of the mothers. Smilo Ren did kill the Wookiee, but Smilo Ren is one of the mothers. I know Nathan said that he watched somebody's YouTube channel that said Leslie Headland's wife is Smilo Ren because she's a giant fucking idiot. And the only line, like literally this woman, the only lines this Jedi fucking master has is, no, we can't tell anybody. It will make Jedi Order look bad. We can't tell political people because it will be a political nightmare, and we can't do that because we have to look good. And it's like, Jesus Christ, learn how to fucking act. Like, I mean, it's like, why do we expect? I was messaging Mags earlier. Why do we expect anything less from the woman that fed women to a fat bastard? Like, she hires her fucking talentless wife. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
she sucks.
She's not gay. I'm gonna bring that clip up. The Gay Writers Association. You should have seen their faces and how they totally ripped on her for becoming gay, for turning gay after her first success. I mean, literally everyone in that Gay Writers panel was glaring at her going, you're not gay, girl. You're just doing this to get jobs.
So it's like, so she hires her fucking wife, so abuse of power, like because her wife is a terrible actor. She sucks. Like, I'm sorry. If she was some great actress, is like, fine. She's actually pretty good. Fine. She got the part because she's her wife. Then she is literally fucking mind grape. Jedi can just steal shit and do shit without your permission to you. It's like, hello? Like, that's horrible.
Didn't Disney do this with Wonder Woman 84 too? But it's female empowerment.
Similar.
Similar.
Yeah. Steve Trevor stole some dude's body, and then Wonder Woman plowed the road a whole bunch, and it was actually just her imagining Steve Trevor in some other guy's body. So they stole some dude's body while she repeatedly fucked him. It would have been nice to see her fuck him. Like, I mean, I think the best picture on the internet has freaking Gal Gadot in it. So actually, I'll show you. Like, my favorite picture on the internet is Gal Gadot training for the original Wonder Woman role. Hold on, let me see if I can.
I like
find
the
it.
one I sent in her tutorial.
I should have it saved on my fucking.
Yeah, your spank bank, Steve. Why
I
isn't it in your
should.
Spank bank?
Dude,
Yeah.
why is my computer's having a seizure? Because I'm trying to. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, come on.
Because you're talking about the Acolyte. That's why.
Oh God, yeah, that's true too. Where is it? Fucking Christ.
Lyle Hammock says, "What's up, gentlemen? Just got in bed and is calling my name, saying hello, and wishing you a great stream as I go to sleep. We'll go to sleep. Sweet dreams, Betty Bye. Good night,
sir. Here it is. I found it.
Yeah.
My favorite image on the internet. Here you go.
Okay.
You guys tell me. Tell me have I picked a good one? Tell me what you think.
Has it got good bobs? Oh yeah.
No, man. Jesus.
Wow.
Christ.
And that woman has like 7 children.
Jesus.
Like 7 children.
And she could kick my ass because she was in the Israeli army.
Could, like, Steve.
She could kick your ass.
Me. She's a veteran.
Christ. Fucking hell.
Right.
Like, and she should be fucking Wonder Woman forever. I don't care. Just keep kicking.
Yeah, she should.
Like,
I hope we get Lizzo. I hope Lizzo's Wonder Woman in the. I mean, come on. I'm gonna call it right now. The rebooted DCEU is going to be worse than the Snyderverse. I am almost positive of it. I am,
right?
And I don't
like. I'm not wrong here, right? Like, this is the fucking, like, just like the Sanderson video is the best YouTube video ever. This is the best picture that's ever been on the internet. Like, fucking hell, dude. Look at that ass.
I don't expect
Jesus
every woman
Christ.
to look like
I don't
that,
usually do this shit either, but my God.
I will slow down on a drive-by to check that out. You know, I actually like my women with some curves and some, some.
Like, you want to sell a movie? Just show.
I agree. I know.
Just show her.
Not a morbid.
Not
a morbidly obese, talentless, developmentally disabled, diverse lesbian witch in sight, Steve. Not anywhere.
No, let's not do that. let's not, please.
Steve, I sent you a link to a clip I have. It's 55 seconds, and you can pause it if you want to. But this before you roll it, honestly, this is not me editing it. This literally was Leslie Headland trying to convince everyone that she's gay to make it in Hollywood. And then we move on to her talking about Star Wars, and it'll end like after 55 seconds. But
no, we can. It's on YouTube. We'll watch the whole fucking thing, man.
Oh, it's just the shit that she says about George Lucas. I juxtapose it with George Lucas. So
what is it? Oh, it's yours. Yeah, we'll watch. It's
mine.
Do I have your written consent to watch your video, Salty?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Look at this. This is the LGBTQ plus creators pride panel. Now, keep in mind, before this, Leslie Headland lost a bunch of weight and tried to look really, really feminine. Okay. And that apparently didn't work. So then she decided to become dumpy and gay, in my opinion. So let's see what they have to say. Let's go. I made this video.
Yeah, I know.
Roll it.
That's what I said. Roll it. All right, here we go. There's no sound.
Correct. And now she's
like, that's how I made my first film.
Wow, why was it all the way there? Here we go.
There we go. Yeah, just roll it.
You know, if I want to become a filmmaker, what do I do? Like, you just have to have the confidence to walk in there and pretend like you know how to do it. Pretend like you know how to do it. Like, that's how I made my first film, was that I was like, I know what's going on. I didn't at all.
Has that changed? Has that changed? She doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. This is all real, okay? All real. It gets so much worse when she talks about Star Wars and why she's doing it. Listen to what she says here.
Over $150 million.
Yes.
Jesus,
listen to what she says.
Give me the money. I could make it.
This is the fucking story of the Acolyte. Everyone should be running with.
Oh my God. Here we go.
Acclaimed writer, producer, and director Leslie Headland is previously best known for television projects like Russian Doll and films like Bachelorette, and now she's making history as the first ever queer showrunner in the Star Wars canon. And it was really great kind of talking about how you broke up with being straight.
She tried to be a hot girl in Hollywood. Didn't work.
She's not bad looking right there. Like
no, she's
good.
I mean, you listen to her
she
voice.
Should have went with it,
fucking
man. I mean, she should have.
But
she
yeah,
Yo Gadot kicking a guy in the face with the ass of fucking ages. But I mean,
But then she figured out the dumpy lesbian angle works much better to get jobs.
Is that her real voice? Yeah, of course it is.
Oh, that's her real voice. Yeah,
it'll change 5 or 6 times though, because
around the same time that you were grappling with the success of Bachelorette, which I didn't know those two things kind of.
So she stopped being straight after her first big little movie thing that happened on streaming.
So
that's literally what the guy just said.
So hold on. So she was a part of the Bachelorette. So that's another show feeding females to a man.
Yeah.
Or well, I guess it was men to a woman if it's the Bachelorette. So he's feeding men. Yeah. She's feeding men to a woman.
Now look at this. Look at this persona. Look at this. I drive a Subaru.
Why
persona compared with I'm going to be the hot Hollywood girl, and it's like to me, in my opinion, this is a fucking act. And the more that you listen to this woman, in my opinion, she's a complete and utter fraud.
Why?
And she did it just to get clout.
Why is her camera set up in a hallway?
I don't know, dude.
I mean, what the why? Like
your Barmy says, seriously, she is just a woman abuser. Imagine what she did to her wife while still in Acolyte makeup. I don't want to because I'm a heterosexual man that likes heterosexual women, and those women do not have penises.
So yes, and yes, Articus, daily reminder that she's responsible for ruining countless women's lives forever. And what you already said about Barmy, I want to highlight that one. And yet somehow you are worse because you hate Acolyte. Right. So remember the show that she is in charge of, that she loved. She had to splash her name on the first episode 5 times or something before any other name was splashed up there. The first episode, she introduces Mind Grape, and she has used her position of power to get her wife into the production. So she's abused her power, and she introduces a Jedi power that takes something away from the person, that they could take something away from somebody without their permission and without any fucking way to defend themselves. They can just take it from them without them being able to do anything against their will. Doing something against... This is the same woman that was feeding a fat bastard. Like, come on. Like, why have we...
She also wrote...
We've ignored this.
She really got her big break, Steve, by writing an off-Broadway play about working for Harvey Weinstein and doing what she did.
Yeah.
And that was so popular with the New York critics, then she started to make these other low budget things. That then got her to make Russian Doll. And then Russian Doll then got her to make Star Wars. And she's going to tell you that she keeps saying, I know how to do this. I don't have a fucking idea. And it's all about, how do I get to the next thing to use that to get to the next thing? That has been her entire fucking career. Star Wars means nothing to her. She doesn't give a shit. She got what she wanted here.
That's the biggest I think, probably, and then we'll keep hit and play here, but I think that's one of the biggest problems with all of these properties nowadays is not just that they're all talentless hacks. Okay, they are. Okay, we all know that. But that they just don't give a flying, like, even if they cared and they sucked at it, it'd be one thing. You'd see some stuff in there and be like, well, at least they tried, but I could see there was some passion. They have passion for Star Wars. They just didn't know what to do. They fucked it. No, they're hacks. They suck at everything. I mean, me and Nathan were looking at the camera.
They're not good people. Well, they're not honest people.
No, and they suck. They're like, we were watching the fight, and it's like, we're not directors. But we know that you shouldn't be the way you're doing everything. You're making your actors look worse because you're at this angle that you can see them pulling all their punches. You don't and then you don't fucking do anything. So it's like you have no skill. You don't care about any of the shit. So why would it be good?
Let's roll it.
We're happy that we're the gayest Star Wars ever.
It went hand in hand on the timeline.
Pretend like you know how to do it.
This is the truth, is that when I pitched it, because I came in and I pitched my own idea, I was like, what I'm really interested in, I'm really interested in,
I know what's going on.
You could tell she's lying.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
in that
it
one
just
in that
keeps
one
going
the one
on.
image we're looking up and to the left, she's completely lying. She does not know what the fuck to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect use of the time stuff.
Pretend like you know how to do it.
Star Wars from the perspective of the bad guy.
Wait, is that what we're doing?
That's how she pitched this.
That's what
I made
the
this.
Acolyte is, Star Wars. So
Yes. Let this play. This is great.
Hold
I
on.
made this animation myself.
I'll back it up, but hold on.
Let me take over a Hollywood movie. Let me take over a Hollywood movie.
What? Oh, okay, hold on. I'll back it up. Here, I'll play it. Here we go.
No. Just let this play. It's great.
Okay, here we go.
Perspective of the bad guy.
I made this.
Yeah, that's better.
I think it's too much.
And you can skip it. I had my intro.
I think that's probably perfect right there.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's what do you do here? Star Wars from respect to the bad guy. She pitched to Kathleen Kennedy. Kathleen Kennedy loved it. She said she wants to do Frozen meets Kill Bill with the Jedi being the bad guy. And that's what she said a year ago. She said this shit a year ago.
Wait a second.
People should be covering this in videos. Okay. How anyone could be surprised that this is the utter dog shit that it is?
Wait, so hold on. Let me try and reconcile, because I know you haven't watched it. So I'm trying to reconcile this.
I've seen clips. I've seen clips like on your show.
Oh, I know. No, I know. I'm just saying. So this is supposed to be Star Wars from the view of the bad guy. Yet,
yes.
Okay. Yet we don't even know who the bad guy is for sure. The apprentice to the bad guy is now a good guy. And we've been following around a Jedi that's trying to save these two young women the whole time.
If you say
where's the view from the bad guy?
I don't know.
Like,
Steve, I don't know. And I live my life happy, joyous, and free from the addiction of having my mind poisoned by Walt Disney.
God.
And because that's how I'm really looking at entertainment current year. It is pretty much poison. And I don't want to be any more unhappy than I have to be living in Joe Biden's America in the complete and utter shit show that Western civilization is. So I'm not going to watch shit like this. And I'm not shitting on anybody who does. I'm not. And if you like it, that's fantastic. But Leslie Headland told me what this was, who she was, why she was doing it. And so I am genuinely not surprised that it is completely getting eviscerated by everyone.
So are we saying the Space Witches are bad guys? Like, I'm still trying to figure this out. I don't know. I'm gonna hit play.
I kept telling these stories about women that were trapped. It's always about women who are unclear of where is the danger. It just feels like it's
pretend like you know how to do it.
This is her talking.
It feels like I can't, be myself. This is what the process has been for me, to go from someone that was desperately trying to be accepted.
I got to make my first one, which helped me to make my second one, and the second one will help me make the third one.
And to assimilate myself into a culture that was a part of our culture that I think is really damaging. And now to be free of that.
What the fuck is she saying?
She's essentially saying I did all that horrible shit for Harvey Weinstein. I don't have any regrets about it. My regrets is that I couldn't be accepted by that society, despite, in my opinion, being a terrible person who assisted in the molestation and harming of young women out there. But fuck them. It's all about me, and I have to do whatever I have to and become whatever I have to get the next job. That's what I hear Leslie Headland saying. This is a despicable fucking human being in my opinion.
She's a trash.
Why would I watch?
She
why,
is
why
literally.
would I watch her show? And again,
she is literally
this is my
human
opinion.
trash.
This is not Steve's
well,
opinion.
It's my opinion too. She is human fucking trash.
Yeah,
she is She's almost worse because she's gotten away with it, and now she's doing the Amber Heard, where I'm the poster child for the fucking movement, and you're the one that caused. You're one of the problems that caused all this fucking shit, and now you're oh, it wasn't me, but I am part of. Let me be a voice for you. Fuck off.
These women have used other women to get what they want. They feel. I don't think she feels any guilt about what happened. No. It doesn't fucking matter because the ends justify the means. I believe that's why Kathleen Kennedy picks somebody like this, because I believe Kathleen Kennedy is exactly like Leslie Headland.
Well, I'm sure Kathleen Kennedy has a secretary that feeds her women or men too. I guarantee it. Like Weinstein was just replaced by another Weinstein. We just don't hear. That's all.
Yeah,
it's probably I don't know. I won't speculate. I'll get myself in trouble. Gadfly says, well, she has a lot of experience with women who don't know where danger is, because if they did, they wouldn't have gone to her office.
I don't know if these clips are still out there or not. Like I said, I put this video together probably over a year ago, and I was just shocked that nobody didn't go out there. I mean, and not you, Steve, but I'm talking about like some of the big cool kids didn't grab this type of stuff, because this is the fucking story. Okay, this is the story. This is the human being that knows better than George Lucas, and wait until she shits on George Lucas in this. She will absolutely shit on just George Lucas like this. It's Zax, I love you. It's good to see you, man.
Andrew says there's no way Harvey gathered up all his victims by his lonesome. One need only look to his staff to find the criminals that helped him. 100%. She enabled a man to molest a young woman. She shouldn't be touched with a 10-foot pole by anybody looking exactly. She played the victim card to a T. I think she's
probably knows where some of Harvey's girls went to Disney.
It's the exact same thing as Kathleen Kennedy. She knows where bodies are lying. She's got dirt.
Yes.
So that's exactly what it is. She's the same thing with Kathleen Kennedy. Kathleen Kennedy's got all this dirt. She's got tokens buried like fucking John Wick in his basement.
She's got a dead man's hand. If something happens to her, there's a file that gets
sent. I totally believe that she has the same fucking thing. There's no fucking way.
No.
There's no fucking talentless. She is a piece of shit human being.
Just literally.
What's interesting in working with such a large IP like Star Wars, which is owned by an enormous corporation like Disney.
Disney defines family entertainment, and in many ways, it's the best company possible to take Star Wars into the future.
It's a trap! Is that a lot of times what you're dealing with is queer-coded stories and not explicitly queer.
What the fuck is a
queer-coded Disney stories? Queer-coded Disney stories.
So hey, Disney, your gay shows aren't gay enough, so I'm here to gay them up some more. Is that what she just said?
Yeah. She said it's covert gay coding. I'm going to make it overt gay coding. Zax, this is a video I put together a year ago. We're just running through it because there's a lot of stuff that Leslie Headland said that because the video only got 1,000 views. Dude, I just thought was relevant. So
you should take it down, rename it, and put it back up. I bet you it gets a bunch of hits right now. For how bad the Acolyte is popping off right now, I'm telling you, I think you take this down, you rename it. The Acolyte is dumb. Leslie Headland's a bitch. You'll probably get 10K views.
I probably will. I mean, but 10K. I mean, that's like 35 cents. I mean,
I know, but still, I bet you right now, if you rename it, put it back up, you get more heat on it, probably. But we'll keep playing it. Yeah. If you don't want to do it, I'll take it from you and put it on my. No, I'm kidding.
No, I'll do it. Just remind me tomorrow.
Do it. It'll be a good experiment, at least, right?
Yeah.
I truly think you should, and I bet you get more. Yeah. I mean, I know YouTube has a weird thing about reposted videos, but if you put a big dildo on the front of it, you've changed it a little bit, so it might change. mess with their little algorithm, but okay. Plus, you're renaming it something else and all that stuff. It would be a fun experiment. I bet it pops off. Here we go.
Pretend.
For example, a movie like Frozen. When I saw that film at 31, I was like sobbing uncontrollably in the movie theater.
Elsa doesn't focus on romantic love. That's what we love about the entire franchise.
And when should Elsa get a girlfriend?
I am her mother in this movie, so it's weird. So I don't think that's going to happen.
Especially since I've come out, my characters have been a lot more outspoken about how the way that they've trapped themselves is not working.
Pretend like
how they've trapped themselves is not working?
It's a 31-year-old woman who's crying at Frozen. Now, am I an asshole to say a 31-year-old woman who used to sell women into sex slavery for Harvey Weinstein allegedly is got a soft spot for queer-coded Disney cartoons? Am I the only one that thinks that's fucked up and weird? Is that?
But why is Frozen queer-coded?
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
She's got a prince. She's got a prince going after her to get laid, and then the reindeer dude who ends up with his sister. What are they gonna fucking incest gay it up? Is that what's happening?
I've never watched those movies. Do you know why? Because I'm like 40, 50 years old when they come out,
like
and they look like they're dumb. So
there's two handsome dudes trying to get that snatch. I don't know what the hell we're talking about. That was probably insensitive, but I said it. I can't take it back. So I don't understand how Frozen is queer coded.
I don't get it. And Andrew Lund, I do think the Hadron Collider threw us into an alternate dimension, because I wish my brain would have been erased from the last one that was decent. Because this fucking clown world, I cannot believe that I have to seriously listen to a woman like this, who is very obviously a chameleon. Now, when most clinical narcissists are chameleons, they become whatever they have to get their narcissistic supply. And to me, in my opinion, Leslie Henlon is a textbook definition of a chameleon narcissist.
Oh, yeah. 100%. All right, here we go.
Let's roll.
You know how to do it.
So just a part of like my own psyche.
Something before the prequels, but a little bit after, end of High Republic.
I've kind of lost control of Star Wars, so it's going off in a different path than what I intended. But the first 6 are very much mine.
Then the Jedi become, because Star Wars is always about rebels versus institutional threat, right?
I'm telling an old myth in a new way.
This is it.
That's how you pass down the meat and potatoes of your society to the next generation.
So if we said it then the Jedi become the antagonists.
That's the biggest trap people fall into in these kinds of movies, is they go too far.
They become the bad guys to the bad guys.
What happens is no matter how you do it, when you sit down to write something, all of the influences you've had in your life come into play.
Pretend like you know how to do it.
You like what I did, don't you?
This is gold, brother.
This one was. I was like, I'm gonna make one fucking Disney Star Wars fucking video, and this was it. This was my Space 2001. This was my Stanley Kubrick.
You need to fucking repost this video. This is fucking.
Yeah.
And you make it the clickbaitiest title ever, and it don't matter, because the minute people she is such a fake fucking bitch. It makes you especially if you've watched
skin crawl, Steve.
Especially if you've watched the show, all the shit she is saying right now, it you can see, everything you can see, everything she's saying, you can see it in her shit fucking show applied.
I believe it. Believe it.
Trash. And you can every word she's saying, you're like, holy fuck, she actually is fucking doing that, and they're letting her. And it's like, what the fuck? I don't have time. I don't even understand what she's saying, because she's talking nonsense.
Thanks, Nathan. Yeah, I mean, I tend to make videos ahead of the curve because I've never chased the algorithm. I make videos about things that I give a shit about. And one of the reasons I haven't made a video in a long time is there's nothing I give a shit about.
Yeah, man.
I don't fucking care. I'm done with work. I go walk on the shore. I go see sea otters. I go see fucking sea lions. You know what I mean? I talk to people. I give tourist directions, even when they're men in dresses with beards that don't belong here, but it's tourist season. Yeah, I mean, But sitting here and getting worked up about Disney like continuing to pour gas on itself when it's on fire, like, please, by all means, don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop, Bob Iger. Don't stop, Kathleen Kennedy. Keep going. Double down some more.
It's gotta just. It's like, man, when is it all cooked? Like, it's like, it's just like this is like, I feel like we're in a strange phenomenon right now, because I've seen, like, I don't spend a lot of time on X or Twitter, whatever the fuck you want to call it, but there are a few holders on who are still trying tooth and nail to say, oh, the Acolyte, but the vast majority of people. And like, it was the one that sort of made me notice it was Star Wars Theory. Made a post.
Me too. I saw that.
He's basically was like, it's amazing that we are all united as Star Wars fans about how this is terrible and not Star Wars, and that it's united the fandom and fucking finally has woken up some of these people. It's like,
I think Steve. I think, Steve, honestly, that they know that Disney knows this is so bad and they have no money that they cannot buy the shills. They cannot buy people to shill in to attack us for the show. This is going to be a sunk cost. It's going to air once and it's going to be pulled down like Willow was off of.
You're probably right. Absolutely.
Netflix. Because the amount of money they wasted on this, there is no fucking way Bob Iger can get in front of the shareholders and explain this away. You can't.
Hold on a second. Let me sorry to interrupt, but so but what if they so just let me cook here a minute. Let me get this thought out here and tell me what you think.
You cook.
Because what if they take like, they're in their bubble at Disney headquarters. They're not paying attention to anything that's actually happening.
Right.
And I would actually bet that the ratings for this are better than a lot of the other shit they've put out, because everybody is hate
watching. And that's why I'm not covering it, because I don't want to add to that.
This is a false fucking positive, and they go, wow, the Acolyte got a great viewership, it must be a great show, and everybody's like, right, that. So like, what are the chances that happens? And like, Josh, there's no fucking how on earth do the two women that are basically scissoring in the open not lesbian lovers? I like, that's where we're at. The denial is real. Holy shit.
Articus, I had the same thought too, and I saw it on Twitter, but like, I'm not on Twitter all fucking day talking about the show. And I'm not. That's not a dig at anybody in any way. I'm just saying, like, I thought about this because I've heard. But there's the theory that the Acolyte is retconning Shmi really being a witch from this coven, which is why she was able to create Anakin.
She didn't
create Anakin. If they do that, I mean, at that point, just do whatever you want. Just put Jedis in Force wheelchairs, wearing Che Guevara t-shirts, swinging commie flags, and with a George Floyd oil painting. Just go for it. I dare you, Lucasfilm.
The best
just
concept
do it.
The best concept I have heard about the whole immaculate concept. Shmi didn't create Anakin. Okay, that's number one. But somebody was talking about the witches and all this shit, and they were talking about Anakin, and they said that the way they always like to think about it, because it's left sort of to the imagination, sort of, is that Palpatine and Plagueis were fucking around with trying to do something like this so much that it wasn't actually Palpatine that created Anakin. It was the Force itself to combat what Plagueis and Palpatine were doing. So the Force actually manifested Anakin itself to protect itself. And I'm like, look me, that's great. Like, that's my
that's what I think too.
That's what I thought happened. That it wasn't actually fucking Palpatine. It was the Force itself trying to stop Palpatine and fucking Plagueis at the time from
That's
manipulating
restoring the balance in the Force. That's
like I heard that. I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, yes, that I love that shit. Not Shmi is a witch, so she decided to hold her hand on her womb and pull a thread out of her belly button. And Anakin.
None of these people at Disney give any fucks about.
They don't know who
like,
Anakin is.
They don't give a fuck about us. They don't give a fuck about Cloud.
Like,
they don't give a fuck about anything.
So you have to dig up the interview where Leslie Helen has asked this question. I'm making this up, but
okay,
you gotta find the interview where they go, Lindsay, how do you think viewers are going to feel when you totally retcon the fact that Anakin was the first child immaculately conceived in Star Wars by the Force? And her answer is, who is Anakin?
Yeah, I think Kathleen Kennedy. Again, I don't normally use Kathleen Kennedy's name because I just don't give a shit, but I really do think that part of the mandate that the New Republic was given. Now, let's not forget this show in this time era has been in development for 4 or 5 years. This goes back to that whiteboard of diversity and dinosaurs and all that other horseshit. Okay,
Sorry.
They released comic books that failed. They released books that failed. They were at the dollar store in the dollar bin, like the New Republic books, young adult books. But this show had to go on. In one way or another, we were going to get a diversity and dinosaur and representation show.
Because the thread is not a force to use as a. Remember, Joshua, the thread force.
She was acting.
The thread force is not a weapon. It's only used for, I guess.
She used the force to be kidnapped and draped by the Sand People, because that's That's Star Wars.
Okay, just remember, they say right before they start attacking each other with the thread power. They say the thread power is not used for a weapon, and then proceed to use it as a weapon. So, of course, she didn't defend herself. It's not a weapon. Duh.
It's so great to have everybody here. Here on the West Coast, it's just going 10 o'clock. I know on the West Coast, it's after 1 o'clock. You guys are awesome. Thanks for being here. I haven't been on YouTube for a while. And it's very cathartic to kind of walk away because YouTube is gotten even weirder and crazier, but I mean, not you guys, but just what they're doing to creators. And let's watch some more of my shitty video.
I still don't think those arms belong to that bitch. Smilo Ren has weird ass fucking man arms that don't belong.
Smilo Ren.
That's my video coming out tomorrow.
I love it.
Here we go.
I gotta say, Kathy really responded to that.
Of course she did.
Make the films. I'm very aware of the fact that I'm teaching on a much larger scale.
George
Anybody
Lucas
in the media has a very large megaphone that they can reach a lot of different people. And so whatever they say, whatever they do, however they conduct themselves, whatever they produce has an influence, and it's teaching somebody something.
Well, here's what I'll say. I think it's difficult to do a show that is critical in any way of the Jedi.
I don't even know who that guy is.
And I think that you saw that with Ryan's film.
What the fuck is she talking about? Because
this is tongue up the ass. This is tongue way past the chocolate starfish, guys. The tongue is all the way up to the Swanson TV dinner that has barely entered the lower part of the lower intestine. This is the reach around of Washington, D.C., as well as Hollywood. All of this shit, it's just that this sounds like I'm at a Democratic fundraiser, and yet it's Hollywood. And if I listen to a Democratic fundraiser, it sounds like fucking Hollywood. And it's like, I just, what the fuck can I do about this? I don't know. I have a doomsday bunker. That's all I can do, Steve. I have a fucking doomsday bunker loaded with shit, and I got physical media. So all this shit can fucking burn because I'm done.
And you're right. It was a bit clunky, Michael. But yes, that's what the prequels were trying to do. They were trying to be very critical of the Jedi and their ultimate power, and they made bad decisions in the prequels that led to a lot of the fucking problems that happened. It's not hard to be critical of the Jedi. You're just a fucking idiot. And Ryan Johnson is just an Omega idiot. He wasn't critical of the Jedi. He just decided he wanted to destroy one of the best characters ever put on this fucking screen.
Yeah, but he disrupted Star Wars, Steve. Everything's all about disruption, and so did Leslie Headland. She disrupted Star Wars. Look what disrupting means. You break the existing paradigm that's successful. Well, you've done that. You just have nothing to fill that paradigm. You have nothing except laughter now.
So bad. All right, here we go.
Right. Like, that's how I made my first film, was that I was like, I know what's going on.
I think that makes people nervous, but it didn't make Kathy nervous.
A pastime. Kill it if you have to. That is why you fail.
Faith is the glue that holds us together as a society. Faith in our culture, our world, whatever it is that we're trying to hang on to, is a very important part of, I think, allowing us to remain stable, remain balanced.
Yeah, I just try to treat everything as if we're on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Doctor Who, Disney Star Wars, your local library. I just can't. It's just like, what do you want from me? I'm 54 fucking years old. I grew up in the 20th century. In the 20th century, it was crazy. We had to work really hard, but it was very equal. We're all equal. We didn't have any equity. We had to earn what the fuck we got. We had a chance to earn something, but we had to work hard, and we had to be smart, and we had to be good at what we did. We're now in the 21st century where equity, you just need to be a certain color or have sex with a certain thing, and then you get to have whatever you want. And there's merit. Merit's the patriarch. I just can't. I just don't.
Sorry, my brain broke there for a second. I had to.
Dude, did you hear the shit that she said? I think I'm on RuPaul. I treat life in my shows like I'm on RuPaul's Drag Race. Yes. Yeah, bitch. That's why you got a 14% on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm shocked. Fuck. It's almost done. Big finish with George talking.
I just fucking can't, man. Like,
dude. I mean, like, again. How the fuck is this a surprise to anybody that this is the person and their mentality and their rationality and their morality behind making a TV show? It doesn't matter if this would be a remake of Barney fucking Miller, okay? Like, it's the same. I shouldn't be anywhere near anything involving maybe more than a $25 budget in an old VHS camcorder. That's what I got from this.
Yeah, 100%.
Pretend.
Star Wars saved my life. Like,
this is so fake. I want to punch.
Dude, you see what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna back it
this
up.
Is a despicable fucking human being, in my opinion. Look at this.
This is so fake. It's unfucking believable. All right, I'm gonna let it play through though. Here we go.
Yep.
Pretend.
Star Wars saved my life. Like,
this is like what we understand.
Like,
To be Star Wars,
listen
like
to what she
the
says.
idea that like that only came from George Lucas. Only George Lucas holds the key for what we understand to be Star Wars is just untrue.
When I did Star Wars, I consciously set about to recreate myths and the classic mythological motifs.
You know, if I want to become a filmmaker, what do I do? Like, you just have to have the confidence to walk in there and pretend like you know how to do it.
This is what the process has been for me, to go from someone that was desperately trying to be accepted.
I gotta say, Kathy really responded to that.
I disliked the business of Hollywood intensely. When I had that choice of Star Wars being a success, I said, I'm going to try to make a go for it. And so I invested in the next movie and borrowed money from a bank and everything. I had everything at stake. I did it primarily because I didn't want the studios to tell me what to do and putting their little ideas in there.
Thanks, Barney. Yeah, this is why I'm YouTube is really low on my priority. It doesn't mean people in the audience are. It doesn't mean it at all. I put my heart and soul into that, and I think it's a smart, quick, well-moving video that really. Same thing like when I covered Russell T Davies for Doctor Who. The story is not on screen. We all know what's on screen. It's absolute dog shit. But how did it get that way? What are the forces that made it that way? Because that's the interesting story. And, you know, I wish this video would have got some of my Doctor Who numbers, you know, 10, 12,000 views. But it's, you know, like, again, YouTube is not about rewarding effort and time. It's not. So, you know, I just don't give a shit anymore. But I love all you guys. And I just, like, we are in a culture war that is already lost to a certain degree. Our job now is to take care of ourselves as individuals, and to not keep filling ourselves with something that is meant to demoralize us and to make us give up hope. It's very liberating to walk away, because I still am part of fighting what's going on in this occupied Maoist feminist deconstruction, which I believe why they're doing all this is to demoralize us. It's why we don't have borders. That's why our currency is being destroyed. You know, what's happening in entertainment is not happening in a vacuum. So my job as an individual is to take care of myself and to read good things and to put good food in my body and to be prepared for what next horrible piece of shit thing they're going to do to us next. And yes, it sounds a little conspiracy theory, and yet it's not. So, you know, Disney Star Wars, none of this shocks me. None of this shocks me.
No,
I survived watching Wheel of Time season 2 with you, Steve, and it broke my brain. It broke your brain. It's going to be the rule more than the exception that things are this fucking bad.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's, you know, just from watching the clips you pulled out, like why we're at where we're at with the Acolyte, pretty fucking clear. She said it all in all that shit. She doesn't know what she's doing. It's all about being gay and their agenda. And I don't know what Star Wars is, but I can pretend, oh, Luke is my favorite because he has a green lightsaber, right? It's just like,
yeah,
you know, download the wiki before you go to your wiki, or before you go to your interview, and you'll be fine. Mag says they are already out there trying to smear Lucas. He has his faults. They are using legit arguments and using them against him now as an own on us.
They did that with Robert Jordan. With the Wheel of Time. Remember, Steve? They're like 3 things that the Wheel of Time TV show fixes that Robert Jordan got wrong. It's the same shit, you know?
Yeah, it's that shit's ramped up to 11 too. It's crazy. The amount, it's like, oh, it's better now. They've done this better. It's good that they've done this, and it's like, why? So I'm not surprised. Everybody, but you know, it's one of those. Look, yeah, we all know Lucas. You know, I wish I wish that the prequels were better, so we could just we did. There wasn't this debate. Like, I like the prequels, but I wish they were clear cut. Like, no, not as
Revenge of the Sith. I loved. I saw that in the theater, and that opening battle sequence, I still think is one of the best battle sequences ever done in Star Wars.
I love it. It
the
opens
beginning
up,
of the Revenge of the Sith.
Perfect with that fucking and look, it's like, look, I know people have a lot of problems with most of but there are cool things to take away from each of those movies.
Oh, 100%.
Duel of the fucking Fates is a fucking all-timer, and that was in Phantom Menace, one of the fucking, you know, one of the prequels. Whether you know, you had the Colosseum battle, which was a large Jedi, you know, and then the you know, battle on Geonosis. Whether you liked it or not, I mean, I thought it was large scale.
I thought it was good.
It was cool. You know, whether you liked the Anakin Dooku fight or not, Anakin, you know, that was decent too. Like,
it was still.
I know people
Star
don't
Wars,
like.
though.
I know people don't like the Yoda fights as much, but I sort of get that. But
I love them. I nerded the fuck out over those.
So
I thought they were great
things, and that's what I'm saying. That's when I say it's like, okay, you know what? It might not have nailed the landing here for some, but you can see that the care for the
love is there.
The care for the story is there. It's an effort to try and get that in there. And if they missed, for some. They hit for some, but if they missed, it's still like, well, I can see that you love what you I can see you love it, but you just
the hero's journey is still there, though, Steve.
Right.
The allegories and the right and wrong
all
are
this-
still
all this
in
shit-
those movies.
All this shit we're getting now is soulless bullshit, and it's
Well,
just it's heartbreaking.
It's deconstruction
Mags,
of the way
or not Mags, Trip. It's here. You can tell Ozzy. The vessel for the mayonnaise is here. The bunny has arrived. I am gonna be mayonnaise and kill Steve.
It is. Sam 8000 says Revenge of the Sith was his first Star Wars movie. He saw it when he was 7. Sam 8000, I was 7 when I saw Star Wars in 1977 in the theater, and it was sold out. I was a little kid. My little brother was 5. My parents had to drag us little kids all the way up to the back, second of the last row in the balcony in my tiny little town. We'd waited in line for hours going around the block to get into the movie. And so I got in just a little bit late, where the Star Destroyer was already firing on the ship that Princess Leia was in. And the minute that you sat down and watched this movie, everything changed.
Captivated.
Everything changed about movies and science fiction. And every time I put that movie on, I feel the same way. I actually was at the thrift stores and I found the limited edition DVDs. And those are the ones that came out with the original theatrical release on them, remastered on DVD. So I got them for $2 each, and they're in mint condition.
Nice.
And so I want to like stream those sometime, because I've got a CDR that I can like put in and we can watch in like my back room sometime. I love Star Wars. I love Star Wars.
Zach's is a wordsmith.
Thank you.
Revenge of the Sith.
That's. I know I said that because I'm tired, and this is the second stream I'm on today, and I had I was on the phone for work, so my mouth is broken from using words all day.
A Revenge of the Sith. We could all be toxic males fighting with swords. Fuck yeah, I'm there for it.
That sounds good to me.
You know, actually, Josh, horny mom is Darth Maul's mother.
Wow.
I'm kidding, but why not, right? I mean, what's his face is like, I watched Heel as his video, Heel versus Babyface, and the weird guy with the the long forehead guy that's not supposed to be born yet.
Yeah,
that's actually him. They got it wrong. They put him in the show, and he's not supposed to.
Oh, he's not supposed to be there. I forget, what is it, like 40 or 400
years? What his name is, but it's like,
nobody knew his name. Nobody knew his name. He was just on the Jedi Council
some people did. Let's be fair. Some people did. The Jedi. Some people did, because he was a cool looking guy. But apparently, it's like, how do you fuck that up? So I wouldn't be surprised if
you care. That's how, Steve. You don't fucking care.
But I would not be surprised if it comes back that Darth Maul is somehow related to horny mom.
Of course, dude. Of course.
Well, how about this? At the end, after she was revealed as Smilo Ren, the evil May and Osha kill her, and Ezra dies. She's like, "We're sorry, mother. We're sorry, mother." And she's like, "Don't worry, there is another."
Oh, you watch. You watch.
Maul's just sitting there going,
dude.
He's got
at
a
this
little
point,
tiny,
why not? Yeah,
he's got a little tiny dual-ended lightsaber. He's like,
I expect them to do a dance number, Steve. I expect a dance number at the end where they're all like dancing, like to have some fat Lizzo chick like humping like a lightsaber like stripper pole. Like, that's what I want. That's what I want the finale of the show to be.
You may have killed me, daughters, but don't worry. There's another. And then, like, Darth Maul just cuts out of her stomach with a double-ended lightsaber. He's a little baby red horn guy.
Yeah, like Alien.
And then he flies away. He's like, "Wah!"
Sam 8000 says, "Where can I watch the original theatrical movie?" So this is esoterica. There's something called the limited edition that came out on DVD. It's not on Blu-ray, and it came out, I think it was 96 or 95, because I bought it on VHS at the time. But these are DVDs, and they'll say limited edition, and it'll say original unedited theatrical release, as well as the remastered edition. And they came out one time. and they're never going to come out again. But you have to kind of look for them. If you really, really want some help finding them, just DM me on Twitter. I could just rip these to MP4 and put them on a disc and mail them. But then I'll probably go to prison for like 10 years because the FBI's got nothing better to do. You know,
right. Kai Adi Mundi was 70 in the Phantom Menace, and he
Wikipedia.
And the Acolyte takes place 30 years before he would have been born.
I thought it was like 40 years. Yeah,
so
this stuff with
30, 40. Yeah, it's just like fucking. It's like why doesn't Yoda just start flying around out there too? Fuck it, just bring. See,
I want Yoda's mom. I want Yoda's mom.
Yeah, C-3PO is just gonna be sitting there in parts too, and somebody's gonna grab him, put them together. Like the girl's little fucking robot, fucking MacGuffin machine that spits shit out at people is gonna be like, I can make C-3PO or R2-D2, and then like they'll just be sitting there in the corner and be like, look, R2-D2 was in the fucking New Republic too. Wow.
Steve, I want him to have a young Yoda. I want a young Yoda to get their ass kicked by whatever this bitch's name is in this fucking show. Because why not? Why not have a young and inexperienced Padawan Yoda get beat up by the Rick James trans cosplay characters of this show? Why
so
not?
I have a perfect scene. Okay, just think of this. Okay, Yoda's mom is pregnant.
Yoda's mom.
Okay, Yoda's mom is. Follow me here. I'm gonna just follow me. I'm gonna create a scene for you.
Are you cooking? Are you gonna cook?
Let me cook here. Here we go. So Yoda's mom is pregnant. Okay, she's on a snowy mountain. Okay, and then sand people jump out and try to attack her. Actually, not sand people. We got we need Jedi. We'll just make it Jedi. Jedi pop out and try to attack her, and as she is shitting blood because she's pregnant, she dispatches of all the Jedi, and then she crawls to a rock and has the baby, and then an old fucking
Yoda with a cane walks out of her split wide open little Yoda mom vagina. Is that what you're gonna do?
And a young Qui-Gon Jinn comes around the corner and ignites his lightsaber. It looks like he's gonna cry. And then she's like, young baby Yoda's like, "Will take my baby, please?" And young Qui-Gon's tear comes out, and he's like, "Sure, why not?" And it grabs Baby Yoda and then flies.
Qui-Gon gives her a cesarean section.
Gotta fly away. I forgot. Now I did forget the pregnant cloak pull maneuver that Yoda's mom's got to do too. But that's details. So just I think that's a winner.
Shy is here. James Alexander, you guys are awesome to be up late on a school night with Steve and I.
God, what did you walk into? I don't know. We've
about Yoda walking out of the vagina. That was a Steve thing.
I think that's a winner. I think Leslie Hedden should be watching.
Don't give Rafe Judkins ideas. They're probably going to give him Star Wars next. I mean, after Leslie Headland, how much worse can it be?
When do we think young chiseled Qui-Gon is going to show up in the Acolyte? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
Like he's gonna, they're like gonna have one kid be like, he's gonna have gray hair already. He's gonna be like, I know the Force. It's like, Qui-Gon, get the fuck out of here. It's like, okay, it's like, oh my god, that was Qui-Gon.
You know what I want is I want that green bitch that Laura Dern played that crashed the spaceship into the other ship. Like, well, let's have her mom be there or something because it's all about the Whammons, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit enough to make good jokes about this show because how can I be funnier than this?
Is a baby maybe a baby Obi-Wan is gonna be born at the end. He's gonna be born and he's gonna be like, hello there, and then it's gonna cut.
No, you know what I is I could see an adolescent Jabba the Hutt. I could see them.
Yes, see now we're fucking rocking, baby Jabba. Okay, we got to change the scene. It's not Yoda. It's Jabba's mother is slowly slithering up the hill.
Trip. It's going to be young Jabba is going to pee on a tree for 45 seconds.
Replace.
That's who's going to pee on the tree. Young Jabba.
Who will pee on the tree? Yeah, young. There you go. Yeah, now we got it, man. We like write this shit down. Fuck. Acolyte 2. Here we come.
Acolyte season 2. The urination.
Like, when are we gonna get a story about the Rancor revenge? The baby Rancor is gonna be pissed that his fucking dad got killed by Luke, and he goes on furious adventures to get revenge of the evil Jedi. When are we getting that one?
You know, this show reminds me of playing Mad Libs. I mean, most entertainment in 2024 is Mad Libs, right?
Yeah.
Insert a noun, black lesbian. You know, like insert another noun, fat black lesbian. You know, insert another noun, like morbidly obese, gay, handicapped, communist black lesbian. Like everything has the same fucking noun in it in all of these like Mad Libs answers. That's Disney. That's Disney, and it doesn't matter if it's Star Wars. It could be Pixar. It just Marvel. Who gives a like? Everything is black lesbian. Like every single answer. Give me a verb. Black lesbian. You know,
dude. Jabba the black lesbian. I love it. Let's do it. Fuck yeah. Eating those frogs, baby. Hell yeah. Ooh. All right, brother. Well, how you doing?
As for you as it was for me, dude. We cooked. Dude, we were doing jazz solos and riffing off each other, just like it ain't no thing. Man.
It's almost 1:30. We got 23 people in chat. You guys are awesome.
What does chat want us to walk? What does chat want us to talk about now? We'll go out. Yeah. What do you want, Steve? You got another 20 minutes?
What's cooking, guys? What do you got on the what's?
I mean, you did a good job covering the abomination of Spaceballs too. Yeah, I was talking to Purple Valkyrie about that, and she's just like, of course they did. I never watched the Mel Brooks. Did anybody in chat see the Mel Brooks Part 2 thing that they did? See, nobody I know has ever seen this thing, like the sequel to what is it, History of the World Part 2. I never saw it.
Oh, I never saw it. I remember seeing the trailer for it, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
I didn't know if it came out and it got buried, or they didn't release it, or I'm not gonna go watch it. But
I remember the thing coming out. I remember it being a thing. I don't remember it hitting the theaters. I don't remember. I know I didn't watch it. But. Yeah, we can talk about Spaceballs 2 again. They're doing Spaceballs 2, and Mel Brooks has zero to fucking do with it. Mel Brooks is a producer on it, and that is it.
He's 90. He's like 93 now,
right?
Or
and he can still outright all those fuckers. But
he's got a son, Max Brooks. He wrote the original World War Z, which is not that horrible piece of shit that Brad Pitt did. If you have not read the original book by Max Brooks, World War Z, get that goddamn audiobook, and not the abridged one. Get the one on Audible that has, I think it's almost 12 hours, and it has a fully voiced cast of characters.
He's 97. Jesus.
One of the best fucking speculative fiction zombie things ever. I know everybody's over zombie stuff. This came out before everything else did. This is tried to copy World War Z.
So why would they? So Spaceballs, apparently Disney's doing. Is it Amazon or Disney doing it?
It's Amazon Studios.
Yeah, so Amazon is doing it. So is that? So Amazon has the rights to Spaceballs. So why? Well, of course they're going to ruin it.
I think Max is 90. You know, or Mel Brooks is 97 years old. He wants to, maybe leave a lot of money to his temple. Or
maybe he sold it. Is that what happened?
He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't give a shit.
No,
I don't know. Max Brooks.
Well, he's got that producer credit. That's all he needs, and then just like, I don't blame him. But it's like, but look, we looked at it. You know who's fucking? You see who's writing it?
I do.
Josh fucking Gad, and then you got two people that made the worst Ninja Turtles fucking cartoon remake.
That's right.
Ever. And it's like,
that's right.
What do fucking either of these things have to do with Spaceballs?
But are they diverse? Are they black and gay?
I didn't even see.
The names look like we could have some.
One of them's a fat white guy, and there's I think one of the other ones is definitely a fat white guy because he was a fucking weird looking dude. But no, as far as we know, it's a Spaceballs movie. It's gonna be a movie.
It's a movie, yeah. Although God help us, they could turn it
Donald
into
Sutherland died today.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, it's pretty sad. I talked about it with my brother. It just talk about an iconic character. He was in The Dirty Dozen. And everybody talks about Kelly's Heroes, which is a great movie. And he plays a stoner tank captain in that, World War II was in the 40s, not in the 60s. It's one of those movies where Hollywood kind of tried to make World War II fun, like 20 years after it was over. Band of Brothers, not exactly fun. But he was a great character in that, but he was even better in the Dirty Dozen. Just outstanding dramatic role. As a bad guy.
Connery's dead?
What? Fuck, did you see that? He died a long time ago, dude.
Did he?
I thought he died like 2 years ago.
His wife somewhere around. That's right. He did. I don't know. You guys are forgetting. My memory is like full of holes, like Metro Coffin, and nothing fills them but dumb shit. So, yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Okay,
he died in 2020, and I think that's before I was on YouTube, and that was really sad.
Waiting for The Rock too.
Yeah, I mean, but just Donald Sutherland, outstanding actor.
Oh, your Barmy's making fun of me and my bad memory. Okay, like it's okay.
Go ahead, you keep doing it, your Barmy.
Because I'm eating Mayo.
Steve won't remember tomorrow. You could call him every name in the book. He'll just like he's like a goldfish.
That's absolutely 100% true. See, yeah, Mags knows too. Anybody that interacts with me on that can interact with me on a daily basis knows I don't remember anything. My memory is full of bullshit. But yeah, I don't know. You got Josh Gad too, and I saw your comment, Shaw. You're right. I mean, it's one of those. Yeah, you never know until you do it once. But just the fucking remember April O'Neil in the new fucking Turtles movie? That's all I need to see.
Yeah.
That's all I need to see to know that Spaceballs 2 is going to be absolute shit. Josh Gad has little dumpy, doopy, little fucking stupid ass bullshit humor in it.
It's going to be Scooby Doo. It's going to be Velma.
It's going to be
a step below Velma comedy. That's what they're going to do, and they're going to think they're being really edgy. There's only one Mel Brooks. People tried to copy Mel Brooks, and it didn't work. And I don't love everything Mel Brooks did. I was bored by Men in Tights. Now, that may be sacrilege to some people, but I thought it was dumb. Mel Brooks made an outstanding run of movies, but at a certain point, you can't. Some things don't translate when you try and make them go beyond when 80s humor in a 70s.
Sometimes, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that. It's sometimes it's just repeating the same formula over and over again. At some point, it's going to get a little stale, and then it goes away, and then it comes back. But Mel Brooks style comedy is never coming back unless his son does it because fucking
or National Lampoons. National Lampoons.
Well, National Lampoons they've been trying to do that shit. They've been popping National Lampoons on everything they can, and none of it's like Christmas Vacation. None of it's like freaking Vegas. None of it's like any of that shit. And it's like, well, whatever.
And it even sucked in the late 90s, early 2000s with that Van Wilder and all that other shit. It's that
was the beginning of the end right there. Yeah.
Something good. But, people like Harold Ramis, Mel Brooks,
Harold Ramis is gone too.
They only come around once in a while,
Yeah.
And
Harold Ramis, that was a huge loss too. He was fucking genius.
Yeah.
Genius. Ugh. Makes me sad.
Michael Fraker says it was weird to watch the animated dog movie version of Blazing Saddles. Yeah, that I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I'm glad. Was it? Thank God. Fuck.
Yeah. In the Blade.
Since what's his face was only able to I forget what his fucking name is. The guy that was the lead in that fucking
Jason Schwartz.
Is that Jason Schwartz? Is that?
I don't know. I'm guessing. I never watched those movies.
Jason Schwartz. The only other movie I remember him in is Saving Silverman.
Okay.
Because Jack Black was in it, but
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's the rest of the movie slate's coming out. It's. And again, I'm not trying to be a downer, but if you're going to talk about what's coming out, you can't skip over.
Me and Alex were talking about it last time we were on. There's nothing coming out.
No, War of the Rohirrim is exactly what I said it would be last
so you
year.
got Deadpool, you got Deadpool, Wolverine, which possibly could be good.
It'll make money.
It could. It should. We'll see. Like, hopefully, it's good. But like from there, you got fucking Gladiator 2, which that's gonna like.
Well, did you see Russell Crowe? Russell Crowe came out and said he wasn't a fan of the fact that they made this before the movie came out.
He straight up said
so he saw this and knows it sucks. That's everything you need to know about Gladiator.
Straight up, what the fuck do we need Gladiator 2 for? Like, what are we doing? Yeah, he said it straight up that this movie should never have been made. So you got that coming out. You got War of the Rohirrim, which is going from all things, the things you showed.
No, believe me, I did a video last year. I did a video last year where everything pointed to exactly what it was, and everybody's now covering those points, and that's fine. But if you don't want to hear about the War of the Rohirrim, too bad. Everything is done in the first act. All the big battle scenes with Helm and Helm dies. They get Helm Hammerhand, who the fucking legend is about, out of the way at the end of the first act to make it all about Hera, who is not real. That daughter has no name, has no discrete action, is just called the daughter. And then the rest of it is the made-up Amazon, probably morbidly obese black group of shield maiden ghosts. Because this is a ghost story. So if that gives you a chubby, if that dampens your G-string, cool. I am not going to go see it. I'm not. I don't like anime, and I don't give a fuck who that offends. And I don't like people putting feminist spins on Tolkien. There's plenty they could have done. They chose not to. Spoiler alert. The same writers behind War of the Rohirrim are also doing the new Gollum movie. So, yeah.
I never watched Snowpiercer.
I am taking away my permission to be surprised or harmed by any of this. I am. I have so much stuff that I can watch. I have so many things that I can read. I do not need to drink a bottle that says poison. Like, I don't need to do that. Don't need to.
Not this year, Shy. I don't think. Venom 3, I mean, it's going to be stupid, but it could be stupid fun, which I'm okay with if I expect it to be that. So, that could be good. Snowpiercer, I don't know how you can be on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory's train for 4 seasons, but so I never really was interested in it. But
if you guys love this, that's great. I just never saw the original Snowpiercer movie.
I don't know heads or tails about this Snowpiercer show. It might be good. I don't know. I never watched it.
Trip wants to see Borderlands.
I watched the movie, the Snowpiercer movie, and it's the YouTube video that breaks down how it makes it more interesting. That movie is made more interesting when you look at the YouTube video that theorizes that the train was made by Willy Wonka. And I'm serious. No. You're laughing. I'm serious.
No, I'm laughing with you, Steve, not at you. I'm with you. Okay?
It actually makes the movie better because they theorize that the train is actually a post-apocalyptic world where Willy Wonka built the train to go around the world, and it is run because there's a section in the train where small people are the only ones that can fix it. So it's theorized that the Oompa Loompas were going in there to fix it, and all the Oompa Loompas died. So he had to start using children because it was only big enough for them to go in there and fix the train. And then you have
I need to see this.
I'm telling it, like there's a whole video actually breaking down. Like I'm not doing it justice, but there's a whole video breaking down how. If you think about it, the Snowpiercer movie is about Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory, post-apocalyptic, meteor hit, world-ending ice age hit, and he saved humanity by making a fucking train that goes around the world. And if you watch it seriously makes the movie better. Like the movie's okay, but then you watch this thing and it's like, it's actually Willy Wonka. It's like, what? And it makes a lot of sense. You're like, oh shit! Like, and then you watch the movie thinking it's Willy Wonka, and you're like, fuck me, this makes a lot of fucking sense.
It's like turning on Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon and watching The Wizard of Oz. It just adds.
It's great. It makes the movie fucking 20 times better. The movie's mid at best, and then you go, well, it's Willy Wonka, and you're like, fuck yeah, now this movie's good. Hell
Jacob Ironside, good night. Thanks for being here. Trip talked about watching the prequel movie to The Hunger Games, that it wasn't very good. She couldn't make it into it. I get that. They're making yet another Hunger Games because everything is an IP that has to be stripped.
Another Hunger Games?
Shy says that, and is Shy a woman? I thought Shy was a woman. Or Shy?
Shy is a guy, sort of.
Sorry, Shy, the gentleman, Shy. I'm just trying to be a nice.
Oh, just fuck
you know.
Fuck
you, that Shy. They, them, there.
Trying not to get in trouble. You're trying to be good. I'm just giving you shit, and then I'm giving.
I know. Fuck you, Steve. Steve won't remember what you said tomorrow anyway. Shy wants to see Inside Out 2.
Acolyte's good. Fuck you. Acolyte, fucking Smilo Red is fucking scary as shit, bro. What are you talking about?
I've heard that Inside Out 2 is inoffensive.
Is it? Okay.
Probably decent.
I
might go see it. I might go see it at a matinee because matinees here are like $6.
Inside Out 2 actually makes a lot of sense.
Wait, what did I do, Max?
I don't know. We've gone off the rails, bro. It don't matter. Inside Out 2 actually is one of those. It's a natural progression movie. It's like, okay, yes, she's growing into a young adult, and she's going to develop new feelings. So it's like, hey, there you go, right? So it's like, okay, so I can believe Inside Out is probably good.
Yeah.
3 will be better because she'll grow up into adult and have the I want to kill myself feeling, and then that's the whole movie. It's her trying to kill herself.
Jesus.
And Joy trying to go, don't be so depressed, god damn it.
AI.
And that's how the movie's gonna end. Is Joy's gonna save her from jumping off a fucking 70-story building.
I got you, Max, because I wasn't trying to be the acolyte with pronouns. I just didn't. I thought Shy was. Never mind. I've had a long day, Max. It's been a long 2024 for Salty.
This is how Inside Out 3 ends. She's on the top of a 70-story building.
Still doing this?
Depression has taken hold, and she's in charge, hitting all the buttons. And Joy's like, "Wake the fuck up, Riley! Wake up!" And then Joy actually manifests herself out of her ear, and she comes out of her ear. She's like, "Stop!" And she's like, "Who the fuck are you?" And it's like, "I'm you. You're happy." Wow. And then she's like, "Oh, I love me." And then she falls off and dies.
Who needs drugs?
Who
needs drugs? Who needs drugs when you have Prophet of the Dragon, right? I mean, come on. I mean, Steve's like getting high and having a
coming. Joy comes out of her ear and they hug, and then they fall to their death. What a twist! That's like M. Night Shyamalan. When you get on the phone,
he's putting out another movie, dude. He's putting out yet another movie. After that, what is it? The Woods of the Cabin or some shit like that? Like, dude, just stop. Just stop. No, I'm sure it's another like quirky, twisty mystery thing. You know,
I'm doing now. Hold on, M. Night Shyamalan.
I don't know. It's he did The Cabin. I think maybe this is The Shed, or maybe he's doing The Garage, or I don't know.
The Watchers. The Watchers.
Oh, okay. I knew it was something like that.
The Watchers. Hold on.
It is a fever dream, James. It is. I mean, Steve's loopy. It's dark 30, and I've had one hell of a 2024. Let me tell you.
Dude, are you kidding me? That is totally going to be how it goes. Riley's gonna die at the end. She's gonna fall off a 70-story building.
Bungalow in the Woods is the same.
Oh wait, is it already out?
Oh no, The Watchers is his
already out. Should we ruin it? Should we watch a brain and ruin the ending?
Steve, this is M. Night Shyamalan's daughter. I think it's Ali, and I think this is her second movie. Everything has got moved around because things that I covered last year were coming out. I don't know if they came out because I didn't give a shit enough to watch what they were. So
but he's a part of it, right? Sure, The Watchers is his.
I don't know.
movie.
Maybe he paid for it because Dad.
Oh, it's just so it's his daughter. Maybe I got it wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, it's his daughter.
Is the one with Josh Hartnett in it? Is the wait. Which so those are different movies because you have the Josh Hartnett one where he's the serial killer in the stadium.
Prophet's like a beagle chasing a rabbit through the bush.
I know what Drifter's talking about. There's a Josh Hartnett movie where he's a killer. No, I'm serious. This is a movie.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. I'm not laughing.
You're not, motherfucker. Riley is falling off that 70-story roof.
Why don't you pull the clip up and stop barking like you're an African American woman who works at the DMV? All right, just fucking find the clip, Steve. Jesus Christ.
Here it is. The Watch.
Ballerina does look interesting.
Maybe we should just watch the one that ruins the ending of The Watchers, and then we can know the twist before we see it. Oh, there's two Dakota Fannings.
Oh boy,
she's touching
one was
a
more
mirror.
than enough. One was more than enough.
What is this place?
We're just like you, lost.
Why'd you go to the fucking woods with a parrot?
You know who did it better? Dark.
Hey,
the series that
like
Zach's recommended me. Go watch Dark.
Yes.
That's a great fucking show.
Trap's the one. But so is Trap's M. Night Shyamalan? Because that one actually sort of looked interesting. This looks like fucking Cabin in the Woods.
7-second delay from when we talk to then when you hear us, and then when you send your chat message, it takes 7 seconds for us to see it. So if we have this weird space where nothing happens, it's because we're waiting for your answer.
Wait, what?
The Watchers, directed by Ashana Knight.
Oh God! So now we have another generation of Shyamalamans to deal with.
Yes.
Oh my!
You're just afraid of strong, diverse women, Steve. That's why you're.
Where's the dragon? Why are you pretending to be Ray Palpatine? Why are you hugging a mirror, Dakota Fanning?
Oh, Trip, what came out in June 7th? Is that the Isha Night? Is it the Shalaman and the Ding Dong movie?
Yeah, so he produced it. Yeah, it is.
Daddy paid for his girl to make a movie just like his.
So wait, is Trap by M. Night Shyamalan? Now I have to look this up. Hold on. Because Trap looked interesting. Trap trailer. Where it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Lady Raven.
Lady Raven.
Wait. I got time to shoot.
No, dad jokes. This is
Dude,
serious.
what happened? So can I ask a quick question to everybody in chat too? What happened?
Shut up and watch the thing.
Who did Josh Hartnett piss off in Hollywood that he didn't do movies for 5 years?
I don't know. When it comes to that stuff, he probably maybe wouldn't take part of the I'm going to get sodomized by P. Diddy to get Hollywood clout club. That's what I default to these days, is he didn't want to do that. So his career
is Josh Hartnett too. He was great.
I thought he was good. Yeah.
Lucky Number 11. That's a fucking all-timer right there. That's a great movie.
Josh Templeton says there is a vampire movie with a girl that turns out to be the vampire.
Nice.
I'm confused. Are you talking about Robert Eggers? Or is this something else?
Is she?
I am looking forward to that Nosferatu.
Who gives a okay, I shouldn't say that. I'm sure there's lots of people that care
Steve
about
loves the ballerina.
I'm not one of them. Just let John Wick end, please.
Yeah, it's true. Pearl Harbor destroyed a lot of things. I remember going to a just packed movie theater in Raleigh, North Carolina. Every seat up in the balcony, people groaned and walked out of that fucking movie. Pearl Harbor, and it was just shit.
So he was in Oppenheimer too. So he's I'm glad he's coming back around because I like Josh Hartnett. Oh, Wrath of Man, that was a good one too. He was in. Yeah, he's coming back here. So hold on, let's see here. Where did he disappear at? So you're saying You think Pearl Harbor? He did a lot of stuff after Pearl Harbor. It looks like Black Hawk Down, All Timer. Yeah, he did. So he had Pearl Harbor. He had O after Pearl Harbor. Black Hawk Down, Hollywood Homicide.
Well, dude, there you go. I mean, yeah. What was he in Sin City 1 or Sin City 2?
Both of. I think it was both. It was Sin City 1 for sure.
Yeah.
Wicker Park, Lucky Number 7, Black Dahlia. I thought Black Dahlia was a big movie, wasn't it? I don't know. I didn't watch it.
I thought it was a Netflix thing. I don't know. It's a great mystery. It's a great story.
30 Days
Hollywood.
of Night.
That was a good movie. I actually like that movie. That was. I think it got shit on a lot, but it's a pretty good B horror. If it's on streaming, I recommend it. 30 Days a Night.
Because that looked 30 Days a Night looks like where stuff sort of like no, because that's not
That
true
movie-
either. He from 2014 2016 he did Penny Dreadful, which was hugely popular.
Yeah.
So
But
2000
not on the big screen. You see, and it's a step back to go.
So that's what happened. So I bet he burnt out because he did 27 episodes of Penny Dreadful, and then he started doing a bunch of little tiny stuff. Die Hard, and then Die Hard looks like the biggest thing he came back for, and then all of a sudden he's working again. So
yeah,
I'm glad he's working again. I like Josh Hartnett, so
I did too. I thought he would have been a great character in Pearl Harbor if that movie didn't suck so much ass. Your Barmy asks, did anyone like Lucky Number 11 with him?
Am I talking to myself, Barmy?
I don't listen to what you say half the time.
Nobody
Steve.
does. I forget everything. Nobody listens to what I say.
You'll repeat yourself in 10 minutes anyway. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Lucky Number 11 is I love it.
Abigail.
I loved it.
Is this a new movie, Josh? The vampire movie is called Abigail.
Let's watch Trap and then I'll bring up Abigail. How about that? All right. Have you seen this, Salty? Have you seen this trailer?
No.
For Trap?
Why would I watch this? It's got like
I don't
Taylor
know.
Swift in it.
I actually think it looks.
I'm sorry.
It looks gay. Oh, good. I gotta listen to this music.
Thank you.
I can mute it. Like,
No, it's
he's
okay.
Happy. Look how happy
No,
he
it's
is.
okay.
He's a happy camper.
Literally the best day of my life.
Look at him taking selfies and eating a pretzel, Josh Hartnett. What a good dad. Like, you know what I equate this movie to? He's the good dad. If you're a good dad, you're actually a serial killer. That's what this movie is telling you.
Of course.
Do these concerts really happen? Like, are these out there?
I'm good, Dad.
Yeah, I'm good, Dad. He's like, okay, I gotta go kill a bitch. Watch. Yeah, he's gonna go kill a bitch. Is this my M. Night Shyamalan? It is. Fuck me, it's gonna suck. Shit.
Right?
This is really I'm so disappointed. I'm pausing for YouTube. Sorry.
This
trying
just
not to
looks
get
dumb. Yeah, like that is a pretty big dude. But
it's a weird trailer because it's like one stretch of the movie just played, right?
Something happening? Don't rat me out.
Don't rat him out. M. Night Shyamalan is going to be here in person after Lady Raven, and they're going to get down. All right, here we go.
Wow.
You know the butcher? The freaking nut job that goes around just chopping people up? Well, the feds or whatever heard that he's going to be here today, so they set up a trap for him.
Why the concession stand guy that's serving hot dogs knows about this?
Why do I need to see the movie now? Like, how do I get legitimate? Like, why?
You have to see it for the twist, Salty.
Why wouldn't I just why wouldn't I go on the high seas, Steve, and just fast forward all the way till right before the credits to watch the last 2 minutes of this piece of shit? I just a legitimate question.
Salty, because
back me up on this.
He's gonna be a fucking vampire or something. He's gonna turn into a bat and fly away or some shit. It's an M. Night Shyamalan movie. He's gonna turn into something. He's gonna be a werewolf or some shit, And
I'd
he's gonna
rather
get
watch
away, right?
Columbo movie. I'd rather watch like a Columbo TV episode to
The
get
title
scared
of the
than
movie
this,
is a
okay?
play on words. They think they got me trapped. I got them trapped because I'm a werewolf, motherfucker. I'm gonna eat you at midnight, right? That's what's it's M. Night Shyamalan. That's what's happening.
Grifter,
Or-
I'm on Team Grifter with this.
Or
It
he's
gives
gonna
way
jump
too much
go
away.
Watching all the
seventh
exits,
floor of a building.
checking everyone that leaves.
Jump off.
I hope
The
it's his
end.
daughter that's the butcher.
No way
That
to
would be
get out of
female
You hope he
empowerment.
butchers his daughter? Damn. That would be a
No, I
really
hope
bad
his
death.
daughter is the serial killer.
Oh, you hope his daughter is actually okay, and he's protecting her. Oh, that guy looks so sad. He's so happy that he's so sad. Oh my God! Look at the red light. He must be evils. Is he a Sith? Is he a Sith Lord?
Steve, no one can convince me that shit coming out in theaters and on TV isn't meant to psychologically damage us. Like, I am not this stupid that this movie would appeal to me at all. And I don't know who they're making it for. I'd like to think that the kids that are teenagers would look at this and go, fuck this. I'm gonna go play, Donkey Kong or something like that. Whatever the kids play.
Like it's like if it was
Zax,
anything
thank
but
you.
M. Night Shyamalan, I might like actually give it like I'll watch it, but like it's gonna be fucking
Sorry,
weird.
did I shit on the movie that you want to go see, Steve? I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna go see it in the theater. It's M. Night Shyamalan. I'll watch it when it comes out. Like no, everything you said is not wrong. Like that's the thing. Like I
know it's not wrong. I just didn't want to offend you by being right again.
Come on,
So
come on,
you know,
like, give me a break. like come on. Like it's one of those. It's like it's M. Night. No. That's why I was saying what I was saying. It's M. Night Shyamalan.
I used to love what I used to M. Night. I used to love
There's
what
gonna
he
be
did.
some
I would see
weird ass
everything
bullshit that
he
happens.
did.
Like fucking like they're gonna trap him, and then fucking aliens come out of the fucking.
It's gonna be his daughter.
It's like
it's gonna be his daughter is mind controlling him because no man can do anything on his own. He needs a skinny white girl,
right? Or something like or. It's his daughter, and
Swifties.
he catches him and keeps him trapped until she needs to go chop him up and eat him or some shit because she's fucking like has an iron deficiency or something.
They did walk right past verisimilitude, Zax. They did. I just
oh God. All right. So is this the movie, the vampire movie, Abigail? I don't know about
gratuitous nudity. I want my vampires nude. Come on.
It has
Female
is this ballerina or Abigail? Is Abigail the ballerina?
You pulled it up. You tell us.
Look, no, like somebody like I don't know this movie. Josh Templeton. Vampire movie is called Abigail. I don't fucking know. I'm just doing
let it run. See what happens.
Oh, see, he said yeah. By the way, ballerina's gonna suck fucking fat cock. Oh, sorry, my bad. Did I say that out loud?
Wow,
that movie's gonna suck. Dick.
You're not making friends with Trip, Steve. Come on,
I'm not.
Don't do that.
Trip knows I'm playing with her. I have no idea if ballerina's gonna be good or not, but it could be. Who knows?
You all came highly recommended. You know the rules. No real names. No back.
So is this another trap people in the house for the vampire to eat them movie? Is that what this is?
I swear to God, it's like, is everyone fucking retarded? Like, are they just making movies for the retarded?
All right, so hold on.
They're not going to make any movies for the non-retarded demographic.
We got to back this up, okay? So hold on.
I don't want. I want it to be over.
Wait, come on, man. Play with me a little bit here. Okay, so we got the host who's not going to die. Okay, so we got. I guess this is a child killer. Why is there a dead kid over his shoulder? I don't know. We have the pompous white bitch. We have the idiot white dumb fuck. We have the edgy white girl. We have the take no bullshit black guy. The cool dude white guy back there. I can't see the rest.
You know the rules.
You know the rules. Here's the
no
cool white guy. There you go.
No backstories.
This is the fucking reality queen that she's gonna fucking melt.
A very wealthy man who's about to be $50 million poorer.
I'm here to make sure you're safe.
What's your name? Mine's Abigail.
You can call me Joey.
Do you have any?
Oh,
wait.
So the kid eats all these people.
Is the kid gonna eat them? Are they gonna feed them to the kid? Or are they supposed to? Okay.
Kids. I have a little boy.
See you in 24
I have a little boy.
hours.
And Abigail's like, dude, I can't wait to eat him.
Do you know what a pinky promise is? If you behave and do as we say, like Pinky promise you, it'll all be over soon.
Joey,
Yeah.
I'm sorry about what's gonna happen to you.
Oh snap! So were they? Is this like The Haunting, where they were lied to get them to the house? Remember the
Sure.
Haunting movie?
Yeah, I mean that's what
Liam
this
Neeson?
seems like. Yeah, and it's based on like an early, much earlier movie.
Yeah. Well, and they did the
I mean,
they did the Netflix show too.
It's an interesting trope, you know. I mean, like a little girl who's a vampire. I mean, okay.
Well, I mean, she's chained up, so I'm interested. Like, I'm sort of curious. Hopefully, they don't tell you too much. Dude, Dr. Dre's here. Was that Dr. Dre? No, I don't think it was.
We gotta get out of here.
James Alexander, I know they are. That's the modern audience.
Why? Wait. So why did they? Why did they chain her up if she can just get out? Like to fool them into safety? Okay. All right. Eat the stupid white bitch first. Okay, that was dumb.
Wow.
The bitch saying guys, that was a little dumb. But... What?
What the fuck is that thing?
All right, that's better.
Fucking vampire.
So wait a second. What? They kidnapped her? Okay, so they're doing I have to say they're sort of doing. I don't know what the fuck is happening.
Grifter's telling us in chat.
Oh, is he?
Grifter says
Okay,
they were paid by an unknown to take her hostage, Steve, for $50 million.
Okay, so it sort of is like it's sort of like the haunting at Hill House story a little bit, like the movie where they're like told they get paid to do a study in a mansion, but they're not really, the mansion's gonna eat them. But this is now they've paid them to get a girl and bring her there, but they really. It's bullshit. They brought her there for her to eat them. Okay. All right. Maybe. Okay. This could work.
Okay. How do we kill a vampire? What are we talking about? Like an Anne Rice or True Blood? Twilight? Stake through the heart.
Daylight is a big one.
All right. Let's go kill us a fucking vampire.
The tone is sort of weird.
Yes, Steve, it is.
Like it's seem very like fucking. Hey man,
stupid.
let's go fucking
medicated.
Am I wrong? The tone seems like nobody's freaking out. Everybody's just like, oh shit, she's a vampire,
and everything's ironic. Like, oh my gods is like a vampire. Like how do we kill Steve? Oh my god,
so
Steve.
Weird.
Steve,
It's just like,
Dave, will you Google how to kill a vampire? Like,
well,
oh my god.
I get. Well, it's like, okay, so is this a world where vampires are real? Because their reaction to her being a vampire is like, fuck, we kidnapped a vampire. Well, fuck me. Like, I saw a vampire yesterday. Like,
Grifter,
it's like, what is happening?
It could be fun, Grifter, and here's the thing.
It could be fun.
When trailers are cut like this, it's almost like they're trying to focus too much on the demographic they want to come to the movie. I am not that demographic, and Steve is not that demographic, so that's probably why I'm reacting. If you're having fun with this, I hope you enjoy it. Maybe it'll be good.
Yeah, well, no, I think you're right, Trip. I think it's probably supposed to be campy and goofy, funny. Maybe like it's almost like a vampire. Like I almost getting to feel like it's a comedy with some of what's happening.
What I'm wondering. Is this like some dark comedy?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Ready?
That guy's been. Oh, that's. Wow, that's tasty room.
Grifter, I grew up in the 80s. I can rock the Valley Girl thing.
She's flying, huh? Okay. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not. Huh. I don't know.
It's not a very good trailer, Steve. That's the problem.
I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what
trailer.
it is. Yeah, no, I'm with you. Yeah, no.
I don't think it knows. I don't think the trailer wants you to know what it is, because I think we're both onto something.
Maybe.
I think this is one of those Bloomhouse or whatever it is. But
yeah, I don't know. Like
trying to be funny.
It's got me, but I'll be honest. Like I'm with you. Like the trailer sort of like I don't know what the fuck this is, but if it goes on my TV, I'll watch it. Like I would check it out. I don't think I'd go to the movies for it. But
I would watch it in Discord with everybody who's here, like on the high seat.
It has me sort of like curious. Curious. It's a curious. It's better than Trap or.
It's better than the Acolyte, Steve. It's better than Wheel of Time.
So all right. Well, it's getting late, guys. Thanks for hanging out, Salty. We're just shooting the shit. It's
We
fun.
gotta do this more often.
Yeah,
we
for
just
sure,
gotta
for sure.
no fucking plan.
Yeah.
And just kind of go off and be ridiculous.
Sure. Well, hell, man, people showed up. It was late too, so thanks everybody for being here. Like,
thanks for being here.
Yeah, so it's one of those. We should do it more often if people are around. If people want to hang out, fuck it. We might as well just keep doing it. So keep an eye out for these. Then I guess we'll make it official. We'll fucking come and I'll be stupid and curse, and Salty will put me in my place, and you guys can all laugh at me.
Oh, I never do that. I just
never.
I build you up and then I mock you a little bit, and then I support you through and through, Steve.
How dare me besmirch you? Yes, I know, right? So
you're not going to remember anything you fucking said tomorrow. You're going to be like, "Did I live stream last night? Who was that asshole I live streamed with?"
I don't remember what happened. Like, when did we start? I don't know. Okay, so what are we leaving on? Should we do Trollocs Lives Matter? We could do Flopsy.
Dude, the peeing on the tree is always the gold standard. Everybody, thanks for being here. Josh,
it has been requested.
Zach, Trip, Jeremy.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, Jeremy, thank you. I've seen you around a lot lately. Thank you for hanging out and the support. Mags, good to see you again.
Mags, good seeing you. I hope you're doing all right.
Yeah. Trip, love you. Hey, let Ozzy know. It's happening.
Good night, your Barmy. Good night,
Trip. Barmy, it was very good to see you too, man. I haven't seen you around in a while, so thanks for hanging out. Zach's good to see you, my man. We got to hook up with something. James, good to see you. Grifter, thank you again for coming in late. What was it? Adega showed up too. So Adega and Shy, thank you all. Thank you everybody for being here. It was a lot of fun. We will do it again. We had too much fun not to. So
I know, right?
Yeah. Cool. On that note, we'll see y'all soon, and we're gonna have Land pee on a tree, and we're gonna get out of here. So see you guys next time. Ta-ta.
Could be a record. That counts. How long? Keep doing it.